wants to. Stalker's picking off a single Marine there. Nightmares? Oh, he's going to go for the blink in the main. A little bit of a risky move. Oh, he goes for the full dropship. He gets it. He does get a dropship with 3/4 full. The Raven comes in.
好了，那现在应该好了。我看有没有卡？现在，我刚才加速器的问题啊，回来了，回来了。
That was a crazy high risk move there for Nightmare. And he's got an Adept out here in the middle. He's lost all of his Stalkers. All he's got is a few Zealots. He's making a few Archons right now, trying to make a third base. Defending that is definitely going to be a long shot. Remember, only 6 gates here, up against 3 barracks, so neither of them has full 2-base production, but Maru is just sending it. Every single unit going forwards across this map. Zealot Stalker Archon going to come forward. Oh, that Widow Mine barely doesn't get focused down.
坦克可以接一些。这两个白球还是挺顶的啊，但你光靠白球没有用，各种甩，各种甩。妈，感觉怎么？感觉一波要打死啊！妈，噩梦就这。And Nightmare is trying to find a way he can hang on. The siege tank will go down. Widow Mines take out a few of these zealots. Archon trying to drop their warp prism. 继续甩，
try and dodge the Widow Mines.
就一个白球有点硬，其他什么追猎叉这些随便甩甩就没了。
With only equal workers and being down in workers in the early game.
噩梦这个正面其实有点虚，但马路还好，马路没有说打得非常的狠啊，他是开3矿的，然后要等下一波等这个鬼兵出来再上的。所以暂时来说，噩梦是很安全的。我靠，能进掉了，这你妈！ 刚才那个能金里面还有4个叉的，好了，你掉完之后我就推了呀。这光头除了这个叉之外，其他都能打得动，白球也随便打。甩3个白球，这白球强度还真是有点高啊。鬼兵已经在出了，这3个鬼兵一出来，然后后续的部队再跟上来，比赛就结束了。 有了鬼兵之后，白球根本就站不住，跟水一样。I mean, double upgrades will be coming behind this. He's got the medevac mobility, very little map vision for Nightmare. He's made a few desperation sentries, trying to remake that prism as well. A couple zealots going to go for a bit of a backstab, trying to get a little run by. 哎呀，不要去关注微软收购暴雪了，反正就这样了。有的话，对吧？还有国服，那大家还能够。 有事没事的去打那个突变模式啊，什么乱七八糟的都能打。没有也就没有了，已经习惯了。最开始的时候是很不习惯，现在都习惯了。好了，这波推过来根本就挡不住啊！里面混了鬼兵之后，你这个白球，这是个擦掉的还可以。哎，他为什么不操作了？去打3矿呀，给马路压力啊！现在。哎，这妈个鸡的！
Widow Mines do get some decent hits there, but the Observer allowing Nightmare to clean it up. Nightmare's fighting pretty darn well. The Ghost does clean up those 4 Zealots though. Remember I said he can't afford to lose those. You need to kind of go in, pull out, keep them alive. It's all about keeping units alive and finding extra value.
好了呀，鬼兵 EMP！ 哇靠！白球基本上被打完了。还有鬼兵啊，还有能量。
And it's going to be hard.
继续 EMP 啊！核电站开，那就稍微不要急了。这个局面，核电站是等核电站过了再上呀。啊，再 EMP， 你妈这些白球根本就没有盾啊！哇靠，随便点。这2个白球结束了之后，你会发现神族其实部队好薄啊！你妈被 EMP 打成弱智了，再撸就好了。GG。 这走流程就结束了，这个差距有点大。简直就是杀鸡！今天3场还是3场啊？第一场反正马路对噩梦，第2场小黑对河马，然后最后一场是两个胜者要进行一个淘汰。
Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back. So, if you donate towards the big fest prize pool,
他妈他又开始了，2盘之后又开始了。
This lovely shirt, when behind balance wine, one of our favorite designs from Dot, with our own logos that we definitely have the rights to here. That we don't mind the Dark Templar and the Mutalisk. 3 favorite units. It's funny because when we first
无论如何，就有国服的情况，那有国内代理，那对于战队赛来说，那是绝对是好事情。那至少能够去跟就代理厂商去聊聊合作嘛，这件事情，我相信代理厂商也应该就没有太大问题，应该会来赞助战队赛，这个是没有问题的。 其他的你更新什么的，我就更新付费内容这件事情，我已经不抱任何期待了。对啊，可以化缘没有问题啊。你妈现在我们化缘是找别的游戏公司，你妈画星际的缘，老子他妈人傻了。他妈找别的游戏公司画星际的缘，你敢信？
Zergimba, Warp Prism should cost 25 supply from Cyril himself. I think that's my favorite, that Cyril's complaining about the Warp Prism.
这个其实是一件很奇葩的事情，好吧
There is only one of those we're giving away, and we only have 2 mouse pads. So we got a couple of these bad boys signed. This is a
不过我们以前也那个就有一个，当时是哪个游戏来着？当时是哪个公司来着？那个皇室战争本来想赞助我们的，然后当时暴雪也没有赞助我们，然后因为我们实在是妈的没钱搞，然后去找皇室战争，皇室战争说 OK。 然后后来因为皇室战争跟炉石的关系就竞品嘛，然后我们最后还是就是暴雪跟我们说你们不要搞了，我还是我来赞助你们吧。
So if you donate towards the Big Fast prize pool, you will be in the running to win this lovely shirt, When Behind Balance Wine, one of our favorite designs from Dot, with our own logos that we definitely have the rights to here. That we don't mind the Dark Templar and the Mutalisk. 3 favorite units.
只是说就你做的是星际的比赛啊，星际的比赛，然后去找别的游戏公司去化缘，说实话是有点奇怪的。妈的，真的其实真挺奇怪的。Anyways,
we've got Protoss AP Wardy, we've got Zerg Never Loses, Big Gabe. Turtle Terran Sunks.
然后但现在反正没了嘛，现在没有就没有这个暴雪的这个说法了嘛。那你妈现在反正大家各凭本事，对吧？我们能化缘化得到，妈个鸡也不错。兄弟，你在拿什么？答应什么？啊，你今天晚上给我作业多做点，听到没有？啊。哎，你过来，我问你啊，这个是什么？黄色的那个，你感觉像什么？啊，大声一点啊！黄旭东，那你觉得这个是什么东西呢？这个是土豆。好，快点去打印你。这你妈！哎呀，连他妈他都知道。
Good old Dot checking things. Why doesn't the prison cost gas? Good point. It's a good question. It's a good question. The unit's freaking cracked. It's a high-tech unit. It's BS.
好了，开了。
It's insane. Cascade Fury's in the chat. How you doing?
我对儿子呢不能好点嘛？我对他很好了，好吧？我对他很好了。
Alright. It's time to finish this series off 3-0. If you're a Maru fan, he's got a gas first expand on the way. I like that Nightmare's just going to probe harass him. He's going to see that this is a gas first opening, gets to force the barracks to be a little further back than normal.
干扰一下 B， 就马入打这个噩梦就是走个流程就结束了。
I'm cheering for Nightmare 100% at this point. Sometimes people get angry at me, especially when I cheer against Maru. Not really. To be fair, no, it's not really Maru.
不是你们在说什么呀？我对他还不好。
Commentators shouldn't be biased. No, no. And my answer
is
this is my channel, and I pretty much always have it. I like cheering for underdogs, and I'll do it. And they go, well, but that's not what commentary is supposed to be. And I go, oh, maybe you guys, that's fine. No worries. Next time I work for ESPN, I'll probably have to do something like that. But otherwise, I'll be as biased as I want to.
还没打完是吗？
I'm like, I'm not gonna lie about what I see in front of me. I will try to not tell you a false storyline. I will try to not tunnel vision on one aspect of the game too hard.
这个干扰其实也没有让马入有什么太大的问题啊。兵营放哪里都是放一样的，其实。
Now Maru's going for a gas first.
这地方上面很求稳啊，因为他没有堵口的。
Against this build, when the barracks isn't in the wall off, it can actually be worth chronoing adepts across the map to try and get damage done. But notice,
李培南今天好像还没飞吧？他应该是明天飞。
I would argue if you know they're going gas first, you should always go Nexus before.
去成都了就好好练习，对不对？他去成都还有一堆事儿呢，网络没弄好，对吧？然后房子那个就那个前面那个租客22号搬走嘛，就今天搬走嘛。那他23号是不是还找阿姨稍微来搞一搞？虽然那个租客承诺说什么帮他搞卫生搞好，自己肯定还是要稍微搞一搞，动动手的。啊，默默哥说已经到了吗？哦，他今天已经到了，迫不及待了。去成都练习嘛，就是他在成都租了一个41厅的一个房子，反正200平的一个房子。然后呢，这个钱呢是他爸掏的。然后他的说法是，就一个人练习其实效率不高嘛，他到时候会找碳基、琉璃，然后柳丁还有 coffee， 包括他们一共5个人嘛。那碳基、那个琉璃和这个柳丁嘛，就帮他去找战报啊什么的。哎，反正就是大家一起练习嘛。那这样的话，妈的多个人对吧？妈的多份力量嘛。鸟哥不会去，鸟哥妈人家都结婚了，他去毛啊！妈而且他的这个职业是主播，不是选手了。那反正就大家一起练嘛，看能不能就练一段时间看看情况嘛。反正他想好是先搞1年看看情况。Sad 不会去的呀 ，Sad 也是 Sad 的职业也是一个主播呀，他其实已经不算选手了。他在 IG 其实是妈的拿的是领队的工资，好吧？只是说偶尔就赛的空了，那可以跟他们去，对吧？大家兄弟们他妈一起戳一顿，那是没有问题的。我怎么去啊？我去个毛！但是今年我觉得我应该会去一趟吧，到时候去看看他们这个生活环境，对吧？看看他们练习练得怎么样。会去一趟，今年应该会去一趟。我希望去一趟，这是我希望去一趟。
Medevacs are started. Stim is almost here. He doesn't even have the money to start combat shields. Maru is just like build Marauders, build Medevacs. He's actually missing another Marauder right now. And Marines. Maru, he cannot be making these macro mistakes.
解释也去不了，解释马上结婚了。他10月、11月结婚嘛，也去不了。结婚证已经领了。那结婚肯定要筹备很多事儿嘛，那肯定去不了的。 后面我不知道啊，就暂时今年肯定是去不了。
Nightmare is going for the Robo Bay behind it. I'd love to see him secure a third base as well. Looks like an SCV going across the map to try and scout when that happens. And Nightmare's going to go.
提速差巨像，这个追猎其实感觉也跳不到东西啊，他还要来。还要来，哎，基地要被抢秒吗？基地，抢一先修一修，啊，修起来，修起来了。这个拖农民拖得很及时啊，你晚拖一点，晚拖一点时间，可能这个基地就掉了。哎，完了，被锁到了，没了。
I mean, I guess technically unloaded one Zealot first of all, but that's such a bummer. I thought he was very efficient up to that point, but having committed.
感谢小白兔米卡的这个出入江湖啊，感谢兄弟。啊，再跳，他现在噩梦要做的就是拖时间，把自己具象的科技给拖出来。啊，死两个。
The man that makes Hero look like a joke every now and then. Not every day, don't get me wrong. I love Hero.
具象的射程应该能拖出来啊，这一波。哦耶！那么果断的吗？我靠！
He's such a scary player in this matchup. He's so hard to handle, and he's so instinctive with his SCV pulls. There is a Colossus out, which is great versus the SCV pool.
我只能说，马入不管他这盘输还是赢，反正果断的一逼，就打你一个具象射程美好的 Tammy。
It's mostly Marines in this army, and the Sentry Warping could actually be absolutely slick.
立场，第三把立场，还少一把，哎，隔晚了，被打过来了。巨象不能死，巨象不能死。完，第二个巨象马上来了。第二个巨象，第二个巨象扫，光头切过去，直接打秒巨象，又第二个巨象倒了。但这一波应该能挡住。甩，各种甩。死了21个农民，all in 过来21个农民。马入暂时我觉得他是打不进去的，那这个局面其实可以慢慢打了。从经济来说的话，其实马入的经济还可以啊，只能说噩梦是把3矿开了，现在就马入要靠多线的空投。3矿这边压你一波，对吧？让你把注意力提到，哎，换家了，换家了。这换家，我们看马入家里面，马入家里面还没有货啊。Stalker's Zealot's going to come in. He's going to try and click on these SCVs in the command center. Third Nexus 3矿掉了这边。Maru's going to make it messy. Maru's so good in these scenarios, finding a way to make it into. 2矿是打不掉的，应该打不掉。追猎没有集火打基地，他没有操作正面，家里面在被搞，强行投进来，强秒巨象，拼了巨象，我靠，差2下。我靠，这个再投啊！刚才应该再投的啊！来了，强秒巨象，好，巨象秒掉。现在就靠运输机的这个强度。我靠，地雷引一下，漂亮，再投上来。哎，这个一攻一防能不能打掉啊？很关键。感觉要升好，打不掉。哎，这妈攻防升好了，这个完全就不一样了。水晶给你秒了。那我怎么感觉这波打完之后，感觉恶魔还是要输啊？他没有科技兵种，怼 B 级兵他怼不过，别人一攻一防的。甩不急啊，有1攻1防，这个兵妈数量完全感觉完全不一样，你就敢 A， 你知道吗？你就敢 A。农民数量也差不多，人数还有矿罗的说法。这个局面恶魔很难打，他根本就开不出这个3矿，他现在钱非常的紧，你稍微停一下兵。去开3矿，可能马入一波就过来了，直接出引刀，巨象反正在家里面防守。 这个引刀可能是个变数啊。先把3矿点起来，这也是对的。现在这个1攻1防真的非常的关键啊！这1攻1防。马入，不是马入的人族可以飞的呀 ，I can fly 呀。你妈的，你们没有听过是不是啊？那人族可以飞的呀，慌什么？
Otherwise, why would the Nightmare's army be there? And yeah, he scans to deal with it. Maru was not born yesterday. He's smart. When a Protoss just happens to intercept your drop, it usually means an observer saw the drop earlier. Nightmare's making a forge. He's not probing right now. He did just build 7 more probes.
自爆球引刀。
Dark Templar. I'd like him to wait with the DTs until Maru moves out. Maru is bringing out his third command.
看到没有，不就来了吗？
So as bad as the situation,
那人族就是这样的呀，很赖的呀！我靠，人族啊！那别人要花400块钱，他只要飞下来就好了。理论上来说，你妈他这个基地就是永动机，可以无限在那边飞来飞去飞，然后可以采矿。引刀好像没看到引刀。看到第一把，家里面那把估计没看到。哦，他这个基地是造出来的，妈了个鸡，还多造个基地。
SCVs, oh man, the +1 armor is so big here, guys. It's literally taken away the lethality of the Dark Templar. They're taking twice as many hits to kill an SCV because it's got +1 armor and he does not have +1 attack. That 1-1 finishing is so absolutely vital in this game, and it may end up being a deciding factor. Dark Templar going on the right side.
这个那么恶心的建筑学，这2把刀能不能？哎，这有防空，完了。 3矿先飞，自爆球，我靠，还是没炸到。这2个巨象还是有输出的啊。这波打下来，马入的农民被搞得有点伤，还在被杀，18个了。
Does even kill a Marine before going down to that Marauder. Nightmare's got a good forward position. He's up 20 workers.
要卡一个好位置啊！这2个自爆球有杀伤力。
He's got to be careful to not overextend though, because there's not much meat in this army. He's got a few zealots trying to.
马入想包，但没那么容易包啊！哎，这叉怎么？看到了。
Maru's going to catch at least a few of those. He's got to push in to take advantage of those zealots going down. More zealots running across the map. It's 7-gate zealot.
这正面也没多少部队啊，好，直接跳脸了。
But if he could take out some more units, that'll be great. Observer goes down. Widowmine kills a stalker. Colossus taking damage from the turret. Nightmare is.
你如果过来的话，你3矿这兵过来的话，有2个自爆球守着你啊。他这2个自爆球就是来逼你走位的。这波要打围巾不够，就1个围巾。回城，哎，这巨象群要全倒。哎呦，他你妈这波不该回的，可以，你2个巨象的情况下，你可以完全站的能够站在那边的。 这个回城回的有点迷幻啊！马入反打了，自爆球有3个自爆球，应该我觉得守住问题不大，家里面又被绕插。
And the Zealots going after the turret. Sorry guys, I know I'm talking very fast. I'm just excited that Nightmare has fought his way back into such a messy game. Maru excels in the scrappy TVPs. But Nightmare's handling it pretty well.
这种自爆球很难炸得到的呀。
Probing in this scenario, I think a lot of players would default to just building probes, and he's like, yeah, that's not the goal.
各种甩，自爆球来我就走。哎呦，这个是马入操作失误啊！这波不应该被炸到的。 赢了，噩梦赢了，马入没有经济了。
Staying a bit too deep, he's going to start attacking the rocks there, and he will try to take out maybe. Oh no, Maru saves even that single Marauder.
这把我觉得输不了了呀。噩梦只要现在能够憋出4个巨象，是稳赢版。这2个巨象出来，至少也是有70%的胜率。他只要不犯2，什么当着脸回城就行了。
And SCVs are quickly pulled away. Maru's on 17 workers. There's desperate spots in StarCraft.
这他妈这引刀一个个来，真的是烦的一逼。
Maru hadn't bent the nature of reality and literally curved space-time and the goddamn reality vacuum around us so many times in the past.
现在就憋巨象了，不要去搞什么自爆球，因为自爆球你未必炸，首先你自爆球未必炸得到。巨象的话， 就稳定的输出。马路也没有前出围巾。好了，这边随便 A 啊，激进。1-2，让你们看不起我。
Not going out with a 3-0. Well done, Nightmare. Let's keep it going. You can do this. Remember, guys, bad build order luck. Game 1, Game 2. Did he gamble Game 1 and Game 2? Yes. But he gambled twice, and it came up bad for him 2 games in a row. The first game where he didn't have a bad opening, and he wins. How does he get the 1-1 off?
挺好的，没有被剃光头，挺好的。
That was kind of insane. Everybody, don't forget if you're supporting the tournament, cheer for your.
哎，兄弟们，能不能帮我翻译一下？他那个上面是什么意思啊？比如众筹到那个4269刀，他要做什么？兄弟们，有没有兄弟能够给我翻译一下？众筹到5500刀，他要做什么
？I'm guessing you're gonna type nightmare because you're an underdog fan like me, aren't you? An underdog fan. Maybe not.
不，我知道众筹，就众筹到那么多，他做什么呢
？Flower cat. It's probably flare cat, right? Just with a PH. For some reason, it being PH is making me say flower cat. You're going with Maru?
5500 NPC 直播，那4200那个呢
？Oh, we got the awkward thumbs up. I love it. This is the awkward thumbs up.
4200扩充奖池到就扩充奖金到10000刀嘛，就这个意思啊。那个呢？那个6400呢？兄弟们，我移下去点，6400是什么？能不能帮我看一下
？What's going on, guys? Remember, you got to use a certain sentiment. Okay, you can do it as well. Sergeant Boy, thank you so much for the $5. It still supports the tournament. You get yourself a raffle ticket, but type Maru, Nightmare, Hero, or Hero Marine in the chat. We'll give you a custom alert as well. I'm actually, screw it. I'm co-opting it. I'm automatically going with Nightmare. I'm not holding the tournament up, by the way, guys. Nightmare needed a very quick break. I think he just needed to go wee-wee. We're going to click. Let's see what the Nightmare alert would have been for that $5. Oh, it would have been the double thumbs up.
下一届是吧？
We're like, come out, Nightmare, come out of the closet. And he's like, I'm comfortable here. I shall be staying.
懂了。
Thank you very much, Nightmare and Maru, for being so kind as to record these alerts, as with everyone else. Okay, guys. Before the last game, they were actually talking about where Maru was going to be building the barracks. Because there was a lot of chatter before that last game.
额外组织表演赛啊。
So where's the
懂了。
barracks going down this game? It's going to be in your base, outside your base? Where's it going to be? That's kind of funny. They had like a few pages of banter. Hey, Tasia. Big fan of Tasia here. Don't forget to.
表演赛谁打谁他也没说，反正先跟你们说了，有表演赛。
Thank you so much for hanging out, Tasia. Appreciate it.
现在他一共众筹到了3900刀嘛，反正他的比赛已经打了第3天嘛，今天第3天，蛮好了，我说实话，能众筹到那么多钱。
I think I'm gonna put it on some crispy chicken wings, and it's gonna ruin them. But I'm gonna see, basically how we go. It is a 6.4 million. What's the spice stuff called? How do you say it, guys? Capsaicin? Whatever that. Capsaicin? Whatever it is.
表演赛土豆打洋芋不可能。土豆打洋芋的比赛只可能出现在 WTL 啊，不然的话黄哥不会出手的，他绝对不会出手。
If Dot wants to get me some wings ready after this series, I can kill myself. Apparently it's capsaicin. Man. Thank you, Schmigus.
好了，来了啊，双方第4场比赛。
The wings won't be as nice. I don't think I'm going to notice the wing quality at all, Dot. But okay, guys, at the end of today, to reward you all, I will. Yeah. It might screw up my casting in the second series otherwise. So very good point.
不是，本来其实我跟黄哥，我们这种戏不应该再出手了，好吧？江湖上的恩恩怨怨，其实跟我们两个已经没有关系了。他妈的都已经金盆洗手了。那只是因为 WTS 他妈是我们自己办的，对吧？他们这个有这个要求，那我们只能再出手了，对不对？
And basically, the whole discussion, according to Crank, was about where Maru's
肯定退出江湖了呀。
And funnily enough, Nightmare went straight across, found that it was a gas first into barracks in his main base. But another game here where Nightmare is looking everywhere for the barracks, doesn't find it, and Maru, I think, is basically like, look, Nightmare clearly is a bit paranoid about proxy barracks. So most of these games, I think every game so far, he's just built the barracks in his main base. And
不是，
scouting for Nightmare.
很多退隐江湖的选手。他妈都是因为打不过了才退隐江湖的，他妈打得过他退个锤子退，是打不过，就因为打不过，他妈实力变弱了，那才退隐江湖的，你们以为呢？
By both not hiding barracks on the map, number one, and number two, finding the probe scouts and getting free kills is giving him a lot of value. Now you might wonder, well, why does Nightmare keep doing it? I think as an experienced player, I look at this and I know exactly what's happened. The last few times they've played, whether in practice or elsewhere, Maru has proxy racked the crap out of Nightmare. And after inflicting that trauma on your opponent, right? Once your opponent starts worrying about something, you get them scared of it.
你们把这个电子竞技的江湖跟这种武侠江湖不要混为一谈。武侠的江湖是那种要退隐江湖都是那种有实力有东西的，对吧？那种老前辈才会退隐的。电子竞技就是你们打不过了之后才退隐江湖的。他妈打得过谁他妈退呀！我靠！
wide open to a 3-gate, right? In this sort of situation.
空投地雷啊，对吧
？They can kind of defend, but like, what if you get hit by a 3-gate at 3 minutes 40? The Widow Mines aren't gonna be doing that much, man. And he doesn't have any scouting to confirm what's going on. He has no idea what's going on. He did see a shield battery, which does tell him that it looks like Nightmare's being defensive.
打不过就退役啊，那说个锤子，那是这样的。电子竞技很残酷的呀。
It's been a blessed round of 16 so far, as well as round of 8. Ruby gets hunted down. Nightmare with a great catch there. This is the mass widow.
不是你妈那种，如果是那种武功，他妈的你说这种武功门派这种，你打不过退隐江湖，那别人不会让你退的呀。他妈你说退就退，老子不认可。妈的有冤有头债有主，那我还是要干你。他是先投12颗雷啊，先投12颗雷。And if you screw up versus just 1 or 2 of those and take a big Widow Mine hit or 2, things will fall apart very quickly. Now, there is no armory. They're not invisible Widow Mines. It is quantity over quality. 强硬投，但是噩梦防得很好。1、2、3、4，先投下来再说。第二波已经来了。他投几颗雷啊？好像只有8颗。
Blink is too far away. I don't think you can wait the 20 seconds for Blink to come in here. I think you got to sacrifice a probe, buddy. Maru is gonna, yeah, he's gonna get a few.
分的可以，分的可以。
It's not a bad start.
哎，还有一颗。
哎，
这个马路没有操作，他不该瞬间投的，而是瞬间那个炸的。第二波。噩梦已经有反应了。哎，我靠！啊，主矿再来，哎呦！那这个头雷已经，马路已经亏麻了呀，亏麻了呀，这个头雷。这局面我觉得已经不用打了，人族基本上是个稳挂版的局面了。上来送2船兵，2个运输机8颗雷。我不信马路这个能翻回来。
I never was the biggest fan personally of that haircut, but right now that I'm just looking.
马路2矿1波了，他没有选择了，他只能2矿1波。这个局面在正常打是打不了的，但2矿1波别人的巨象特别快啊。这个噩梦巨象。
but definitely this has slowed down Stim.
待会儿就看这个渡鸦了，渡鸦能锁2个巨像。
Maru's now got some pressure on his shoulders.
这我觉得机会不大，这把机会真不大。
That undermined him a little bit when he played at the World Championship. He needs to make sure it doesn't affect him here. Now there's 2 Ravens there. That's a double Raven build for Maru. This is a tricky build.
2个渡鸦
Really good for harassment as well as for shutting down Colossus. And it is Colossus.
哎，反正就一波，待会儿就一波，应该是要 all in 的，待会儿。
Oh, this could play very well if Nightmare is.
他妈4个科技挂件是什么打法？他强行爆光头啊！
Starting to add more gateways. Of course, Blink is done. Charges on the way. No Forge just yet. That Observer looked like bait. I feel like it almost was purposely left just close enough that it's trying to get the Raven to chase it to drop an auto turret, and the Stalkers blink and kill the Raven. It's only 4 Stalkers though. Bunker is there as well. I like the spread of units.
2个渡鸦能够锁4个巨像，巨像是肯定要被锁完的。
No drop slip by. First Colossus is out. Second one's on the way. No sentries.
马路第一波出门应该是要有4个运输机才能出门，如果没有4个运输机，他出不了这个门。运输机太少也不行，而且一定要 all in。没有回头路，这把没有回头路的。
Very powerful. Ooh, Stalkers blink in, grab 4 SCVs. Probably worth 1 Stalker. Yeah, I think that's worth 1 Stalker. If he lost a second one, it'd be a bit more questionable. Bio's trying to chase him down, but it looks like he does get out of there. And actually, that Stalker sees that Raven there. He blinks away, should get away. Oh, Observer sees the army coming as well. Great vision. He's up to 7 gate charge. He's
不 all in 吗？
So if Maru commits really hard to this,
你不 all in 的兵其实不多的呀，不 all in 的话。
This is just a Raven Bio all in, but is banking on Interference Matrix doing the work. There's only 1 sentry.
all in 其实还真有机会。
More sentries might be like the game-winning play. There is shield battery set up. Nightmare had a good start, but this is still a very fearsome timing. The sheer quantity of interference matrices is shocking, and he's not going to have a lot of time mentally to really realize this is happening. I think he might now realize it's 2 Ravens.
3个巨像，雷达扫过了，随便锁啊，随便锁。恶魔很聪明，顶出来打，这个是对的。顶出来打就等于逼你把这个锁先用掉。你巨像 A 呀，你兵不用上去，妈的怎么又回来了嘛？雷达撒过，这波要锁了，要锁了。
Oh, here we go.
全部锁，哎，接了一个，还有锁，但还有锁，还有锁，还有锁，还有锁，再锁，还有2把锁吗？还有1把锁。回城，哦呦，3光线给你点了，点完之后要继续锁。 1把还有没有了？没有了。妈的！哎，啊，接得好，接得好，接得好。这2个渡鸦还是发挥了作用的。要包，要包，来了，锁。点巨像，再点巨像。我靠，接得很漂亮，继续点。 最后一个巨像点不了了，但是打赢了，还是打赢了。你妈的，这前期那么大优势，都能打成这样吗？我靠！
Nightmare, if his hands were just a tiny bit faster, I think he's winning this game right now. But it's a really just single frame off on those drops, on those pickups to dodge it. He's still not out of this, but the supply advantage on the army is massive. And I mean, he's baiting out.
你闪嘛，你又扫一个巨像又扫不动光头的，你搞嘛。
Nightmare needs to get a 3rd base up again. If he had a 3rd mining, I believe the 2 base production versus 2 base production, it's gonna be really tough. I think he should probably keep building Colossus. Dude, that Colossus drop's kind of sick. Maru's saving Marauders with medevac pickups as well. He's like, I can warp Prism Micro too. My name's Maru. Man, I'm just so happy Nightmare's giving us some hype. It does feel like a rough spot to be in. Yeah, Maru is not all-inning. He's just like, okay, 3rd command center, add Vikings. And that should be the best play. And oh, we can't lose these Zealots, man. All right, Nightmare's going to try to come up and defend this. But remember, it's +1 versus +1. Terran has a big old bio ball. The Colossus Micro has been exceptional. Battery Overcharge does come in. Those Widow Mines in the back, though. They are going to force him back. Maru with such good just positioning here, denying the bases and slowly expanding. He's going to have so many SCVs he can transfer over there. You see
这种局面上来亏成这样都能够把这个局面翻回来。你说噩梦，你说做错了什么？那我觉得他其实除了可能操作稍微次了点之外，其他其实也没什么问题。哎呦，绕叉也要被看到。哎，没看到，哎，没看到。在家里面是有兵的。操作次是圆对，是吧？这波他的确绕的让马路没有想到，他其实刚部队上去时是有这个意识的。
5 SCVs going down, so this is a good attack from Nightmare, but he's got to get these zealots out of here now. And Nightmare's trying to pounce at the same time. Stalkers pick off a Marauder. Dude, Nightmare's playing a very impressive game of StarCraft. That's
鬼兵围巾，哎，又是这个组合。
他
有鬼兵的情况下，4个围巾打2个巨像是可以打的。最重要的是有鬼兵了之后，神族的这个部队啊，根本就站不住。而且马入打到现在还有一个渡鸦是活着的。这个渡鸦又能锁2个巨像。
And Maru does look like he's focused on a timing attack. He's going to wait for ghosts though, I think, before he commits to it. A lot of zealots coming in the front right now. The observer did see this army coming. Is that a Widow Mine drop? It's a ghost drop. He's got a ghost drop ready. He wants to drop ghosts to get rid of the sentry energy. 8 SCVs go down there. The zealots are still in the main base. Force fields do go down. Pretty cool force fields, and there's more. The ghost drop coming in on top. He does drop the EMPs.
秒到了渡鸦很关键啊！这样的话，就像核电站加起来了，还有核电站，这马路顶着核电站在冲啊！巨像秒巨像，第一个还有3个，这他妈巨像你这种顶着核电站秒4个巨像，是不是也有点过了？家里面我靠被杀了30个农民，你妈马路打成了鸟哥，被掏了你妈鸟窝。
With force fields, guys, where is the gift for the guy with the PlayStation
controller
doing the donut of the force fields with the storm in the middle? I could not agree more, Twitch chat. That is exactly what I was thinking of as well. That was badass. That was so cool. Nightmare getting us hyped.
反转了呀！我靠，这个经济基本上马路没有经济了，24个农民还在打，还在搞。
Without really getting upset about it, usually just kind of goes, well, I messed that up. And he just plays the game from whatever situation he's in.
你妈的，让他看不起噩梦！我靠，狗逼马入。
Get kind of stuck in the previous minutes of the game. Now that's a problem, though, guys. That's a parting of sentries right there. He's gonna see that and be like, wait, what? Did you make 10 sentries, mate? Nightmare's like, yeah. You're so obsessed with trying to just jump on top of my Colossus. I just need a wall. I need a wall to keep out these dirty Terrans, man. They're trying to take out Colossus jobs. The ghosts are getting some good EMPs. The stalkers do blink forward, but only one of them falls.
有不知道有没有核电站啊？有核电站肯定打不进去的。而且有立场，这几把立场待会儿会很关键。我靠，又是 EMP， 这你妈这些神族部队已经完全被打得没有盾了。有核电站，对，有核电站先加起来，这是对的。马入这波部队其实还是有点凶的，主要他运输机很多，能够支持马入不停的打兴奋剂。又是 EMP， 哇靠！有3个自爆球，这守我觉得他妈肯定能守住啊，这个没道理守不住的呀。又是 EMP， 围巾武器4架围巾，强行点巨像，还有最后一个巨像。最后一个巨像倒了，我靠，正面被打穿了，你敢信？自爆球！这个 EMP， 这个 EMP 真的是牛啊！我只能说。
And the Vikings focusing down the Colossus was just a little bit too much. Maybe Nightmare should have pulled probes into that fight.
强行打，你发现没有？就均速器多了之后，神族这些地面部队感觉都没有输出的，勉强守住这一波啊。但是后续马入后续的部队怎么办？好了，一个光头顶着砍你位置。
Those Zealots do get stuck there. Nightmare's not out of it yet. He's still up 17 workers. If he can just hang on to these 4 bases, he will win this game.
运输机只要回到正面，对吧？把这个兵的这个血量加起来就好了。
It's so much healing and not much else mixed in
8个运输机。
Well, okay, he's got a handful of units. Disruptor is
自爆球现在不可能炸得到的呀。
He sees it coming.
应该还有个核电站啊，现在应该还有个核电站，时间应该到了。啊，没有核电站吗？没有核电站，这个守不住啊！自爆球，强行来 ，EMP 到了，直接走。这波叉还是有点威力的。好，下来就可以继续甩了。就一口气的事情。马入后面的兵啊，不停在往前面涌。好，核电站，这个核电站很关键啊。继续甩，继续甩，继续甩，继续甩，继续甩，这些叉有点打不动，光头有点打不动叉。有个雷，有个雷，我靠，拉出来了这个叉，还好。主要现在噩梦是有4矿的，他经济是比这个马入要好太多了，经济。这个比赛我觉得噩梦还是要赢啊，这比赛虽然中间有很多的反转。
This is fantastic. I can't believe it. I don't know if I think I may have had a fugue state last night, guys. I may have sleepwalked and bribed all the players in this tournament to play really close matches. This whole thing might be staged because this is day 3 of the tournament and we had way too many comebacks and close series in matches that were meant to be kind of one-sided. It's been way too high quality. And I'm like, did I get in a coma or something and mind wash myself after bribing everyone? Did I set this whole thing up, mate? Maru's starting to build SCVs. He's floating his command center down to his 3rd base. And Colossus building is such a problem. Maru does not have Vikings. I think the double Colossus is very smart here for Nightmare. He's still adding a battery.
巨象再续出来，其实是对于马入来说，其实压力就有点大了。主要现在马入是不能去补经济的，哈，又绕一波叉。这个噩梦的绕叉有点东西啊，真有点东西。马入要被绕回去。本来就没什么农民。
I don't know what their names are. These 2 zealots guys. I feel like we should have named them a while ago. Stabby and McStabby. I don't know. Knifey and Spoony, maybe the name of the 2 zealots. But I feel like the 2 zealot run-bys that MaxPax popularized in this matchup have been very effective. It's a minimal commitment. Max and Pax, not a bad name. Twitch chat's got me there. It's Max and Pax. The 2 zealot run-by, it's a minimal commitment, but the Terran has to react to it, and it punishes a Terran who hasn't left any defense there. Units coming in on that south side. I think this might be a recall, but no, actually. He's got Colossus Zealots and Stalkers there. And his army's ready in the north to intercept. Oh, he catches him! Maru caught with his pants down. He thought the army was at home. A few Ghosts and Marauders do go down. Luckily, he does save some.
巨象出来之后，正面马入有点接不住，他没有钱再去把这个围巾补起来。这些叉真的还是有点东西啊，这些叉。
Being very careful and cautious is Nightmare. Maybe
2攻的叉。
overly cautious, one could argue. But I understand why. You don't really know what's deeper.
先打一个自爆球，有地雷，看叉怎么绕。他已经拉开了这个叉。
Without the Colossus here, this would be a bad time for Nightmare to commit. He's committing anyway. I think this
叉这个单位是很怕地雷的，地雷一炸，你叉如果聚团的话，那就是一片，就把你盾全部炸完。点巨象，
Nightmare! Not like this, mate!
点掉一个。
Colossus does go down already, but Maru may be overstimmed and stretched too thin. The Zealots actually
但
take a
没
pretty good
兵
fight.
啊
The Colossus are all
没
gonna
兵
go
了呀
down.
马
The
路
Zealots Stalkers came in from behind. I think Nightmare might have done it anyway. He might have done it. That was a dangerous fight, but he says dangerous is my middle name, pig.
PIG 这个比赛真的有点神奇啊！每一把我觉得都是打得很艰难的，就打得很纠结。
The Marauders run forward and click on the Colossus for the
记了，应该
umpteenth
记
time
了
in。this series. There have
好了，
been
3
so
冠给你
many
点了。
times Maru has just ran his Marauders forward and clicked on a Colossus, but gets the command
2
center,
比
gets the
2。
workers down, and Nightmare, the beast that he is, forces a game 5. Holy shizzle fizzle. All right.
这场其实打得还蛮精彩的，两边，哎，我只能说这个马
I did
路
not expect us to get
是很有机
I was
会的，
like,
他没
please
把
give
握
us a
住
game 4.
啊，主要还是
I
开
was
局
so
太
happy
亏
we
了
went。to that map that we got a game 4. I was like, yes, yes. Now we got a game 5, and I'm just like, what? Guys, we're gonna take a very quick break for that. I'm hyped. I'm bloody hyper right now. I'm like, ooh. 3-minute break again, guys. We'll be back in a second. Thank you so much for the love. Don't go anywhere.
以
We'll be
弱
back in
胜
3
强
minutes. Gonna play
还
a
没
very quick ad
还没
break.
结束呢，
Not
我靠，
listening
这
to
比
the
赛
gameplay.
淘汰赛。
To be really quick, rest the voice, let the players have a very quick breather before the next game. We'll be back in 3 minutes.
Love Raynor, but he needs new hairstyle.
他你妈又开始了，又开始放视频了，这狗逼。
Why does every picture of Serra look like his Queenie big died sad boy? Said Jock House. It's just well, actually, an old photographer of mine.
这一周的 PIG 的邀请赛打完之后，下一周开始战队赛就开始了。
Resting bitch face.
唉，不容易啊，战队赛。
That's just I always normally look like a little bit of sadness in my eyes. I mean, I had no clue. Usually, all my images are around the same. That's just my usual face. That's just like the esports pose. They want you to be a bit mad. I mean, I don't look that sad in that. Do I?
其实我说这星际的比赛真的还是挺多的。
Playing for fun, not to win, because any half
你
decent
们说
player
什么
knows
侠客卡出战是什么意思啊？
I know. I can only imagine this is like a CBP comment, because that's the only time that will make sense.
哦，我知道了，什么我的侠客卡，暴雪游戏前15晋级是什么东西？妈个鸡！
Sounds like a big mistake. It's True Lords first is usually the best call, but quite often if I'm going lurkers, it's mainly just because there's no time for True Lords, or I feel like there's no time for True Lords, just because that switch takes
我知道是什么了。
time than True Lord than a lurkers, which I mean. Well, I mean, I had time to
斗
go
鱼的
True
活
Lords
动我知
actually
道
in
了。
this game, but that's only because Classic Team push. He took so long to push for some reason. But I think if I went True Lords and he would have pushed earlier, I would have died just as I did here. But yeah, I mean, True Lord, lurkers against that army isn't really that useful anyways, like we saw here. But I think
今天黄旭东应该没有黄旭东这个人了吧？今天他今天。 我看到他们这个行程上说是7点钟约了一家游戏厂商的兄弟吃饭，然后中间去聊一些赞助的细节，就是昨天黄旭东所说的，就是赞助这个游戏厂商兄弟是 OK 的，没有问题的。 然后想的是能不能把这个赞助多搞一点，对吧？那我们搞个线下这种东西，但是这件事情就有点的困难了，所以今天去聊聊看。哪一家？这个不能说，这个不能说。啊，到时候你们会知道的。
Yeah, this altitude game was so sad. I was so far ahead actually, but then I lost like 9 drones to 6 links at some point. It was very sad. I didn't see them in my main base.
哎，你们不要猜，反正我就跟你们说，播完比赛你们就到时候你们就知道了。不要急。
said Jock House. It's just well, actually, an old photographer of mine. Well, he used to take a lot of photos of me, but actually, my photographer used to say I had a resting bitch face. So it's just that's just I always normally look like a little bit of sadness in my eyes.
问就是不是，你们不要乱猜，不要乱猜。到时候新赛季开始会有赞助商的呀，你们到时候不就知道了吗？ 圣趣，不，圣趣是泡泡糖啊，泡泡糖的事情也不要着急，我们还在盘呢。
Oh, I can't start the game. Indie's host. Oh, Indie host. Thank you.
泡泡糖我还有点东西的呀，以前玩过的呀。他就那个，就等于拉了屎就是炸弹嘛，对吧？就是不是就是这个东西嘛？我会玩的呀，这个东西。
People out here try to correct me all the time on how to say things, and I'm like, get out of here! I'll keep speaking Australian and talking about my mercenaries all the time. Dot just said, stop. Thank you, Diego Toss with the sub, and Stork with the toss. Don't forget, guys, if you're Terran, they could go Dark Templar. Always build missile torrents to guard your base. If you're Zerg, Revengers are one of the best defensive units in the game, and if you're Protoss,
不真有东西，我不骗你们。
one of the best ways to close the big skill chasm between you and your opponent. Thank you guys. This has been learning StarCraft with
你们肯定不信。
tips,
这个我告诉你们，这个东西就是，到时候玩的时候你们就知道了。妈的，反正我听到的都是每个人都是无敌。
Alright, guys, let's go. We've got Onside Gaming's Maru in the bottom left. A crazy series here, finding himself in Game 5 versus Nightmare, not what he expected, but we are going into Altitude, a large map. A map which could go many different ways. Hard to defend
到时候会玩的，泡泡糖到时候会玩的，不要急。
I do feel this map can favor Terran, but I think also as Protoss, this map is just, it's designed for Storm. It is designed for Storm, and you gotta play Psystorm. Maru has forgotten how to proxy chat saying, I mean, it worked really well at the start of the series, his whole mind game, but wait, guys, what's he doing? Oh, this is a gas first, was it? Oh, it's a gas first, but I was like, why is that orbital late? It's because the barracks is a few seconds late. Yeah, this is a gas first build once again, guys, into an expand on the high ground. Very conservative play for Maru, just skipping the scout, trying to be more efficient in the early game. But even though Nightmare's like scouting and being kind of paranoid, it's working okay for him. Maru is trying to hide the command center right now. He's waiting for the
这一把马入其实就不会用很就前期很拼的这种战术了。
But Nightmare didn't see
他上把输完全是因为他前期实在是太亏了。
Oh, whoa! He forgot a second pylon. Oh no! Nightmare forgot his second pylon, guys. This is a
这个位置的水晶，刚才 OB 在说就会延缓自己踩这个气矿的这个路线啊，但我觉得还好。
Now, to be fair, he didn't lose much probe production timing, and the Stalker will get out. He builds a panic shield battery because he right now thinks there's like a proxy second barracks or factory out there. He's going to send the probe for it. He's going to make a sentry to get some confirmation. Follow-up scouting. It's actually not the end of the world, guys. If the Reaper came across and killed 2 probes, that Stalker being late is very, very bad. In this scenario,
噩梦这把也很稳啊。哨兵开局就表示他要第一时间换向一个凤凰去侦查马路的开局。最后一把，对吧？你应该打得拼一点。妈的鸡，自己实力的确没有马路强。
I'm going to be at least that level of excitement. The Reaper is going to come in and get at least 1 probe. That probe
能杀2个，
Good micro by Nightmare.
强行溜过去，阻止不了呀。这2个还是能杀2个呀，那杀完还能走。好。
But that force field was not a good idea, guys. The Reaper was going to die to that Stalker no matter what. That was a panic
狗
force
逼
field,
马
because
入，
now
每
he's
天
on
每
the
天就有搞这种
hallucination.
奇奇
That
怪怪
was
的战术来
exactly
干这
what's
些
going on.
新人
If。he can keep this probe alive and see the command center, that will at least tell him, hey, this is a normal game. There's no cheese coming.
我不是对马入有意见，我只是希望就能够以弱胜强，这种比赛才是比较好看的。妈的，如果每天比赛都是马入在打，那还有什么意思？
Hopefully he glanced over there. He's making a Twilight Council now. It's not that bad to go a few observers first. You just need to make sure they don't die to ravens. Get really good map vision.
对啊，他这个立场放了之后就没有那个幻焰凤凰了，那没办法的呀，他要有取舍的呀。
really likes this. I think I love it on this map because when Terran goes to take a third, and you can just blitz him with Storm and Zealots and Blink Stalkers. Even if you get your own third base up, you don't want to go past.
这地雷应该会防一下，我觉得投地雷应该会防一下。
And it's a very powerful style. Now he doesn't have to play that. He's obviously been very good with Colossus so far.
完美，好吧，完美。
For now, a triple Widow Mine drop comes in. The Stalkers. Oh god!
哎，农民不拉吗？我靠！
Nightmare, watch out, mate! Oh, okay, only 2 probes on the first Widow Mine. That could have
拉
been
走
so
拉
much
走，
worse.
上攻一个。
Oh, he may have just gotten a bit lucky there, Nightmare. Tries to go for the unburrow, does
他还
Mr.
不炸，这个
Maru,
狗
and you
逼
know！what? 2 probes. Nightmare getting very lucky there, dude. Whew. Pig should fire himself.
哎，这运输机烦了，这运输机。
I'm sorry, guys. I didn't even put a suit
闪
on today.
电
What
这
can I say?
把
I'm not as serious as those
那恶魔能不能驾驭得了闪电啊？虽然你闪电的开局是比较克马入的这个渡鸦的，但我怕他驾驭不了呀。
Oh, we don't mind drop goes around the back of the natural. Oh, come on, come on, come on. Come on, Nightmare.
哎哎，
Oh,
哇
he does it.
靠！
I like
好
that
好
probe
好
drill.
好
He
好，
probe drilled there very nicely, man.
妈让他投地雷。
Medevac going back to the left side. Ravens coming around the right. Storm is on the way on 2 base.
渡鸦又来了，
Style, but
又要各种烧。
Mines and Medevacs and Stim Buyer, especially if you're aware of this style, can definitely deal with it. Stalkers are in position. You can't drop auto turrets.
这噩梦意识可以啊，就如果有部队的话，你这个投机枪塔其实就是来送的。机枪塔现在没有想象中那么强啊，就是它的这个血量缩了很
The
多。
observers in the back though, check this out. Nightmare sees everything except the 3rd command center on the natural. It's kind of a bummer he doesn't know about that, but it's a very heavy marine army, which is not great versus Storm. Auto turret comes in. That's going to get 2 more probes on top of the one that it got earlier. So that's 3 in total for the Raven. 3rd Nexus is on the way. Maru's ahead on the numbers. I feel like this is every Nightmare game ever. I always look at the probe count and I'm like, oh, he's down on workers on the
有没有
That's really
闪电
bad.
好了之后有没有
But
陪
I've
你
seen
去
it
看
in a
流
lot
星
of
雨的
games.
说
Oh,
法？
Observer sees it. Observer sees the pickup. Does he notice it? Does he notice it? If he moves to the right now with these stalkers, then we know that Nightmare saw what was happening.
走啊，陪他去看流星雨啊！我靠，
I think he's going to go and try and do the
妈
feedback.
闪不
Yeah, I think
死
he's
马
going to
入。
feedback it and intercept with stalkers, and especially if he waits here, you catch the medevacs.
OB 刚才是看到2船兵出来了，所以说噩梦在这边防守，在找运输机。
So you can see, yeah, he's trying to intercept right there. Oh, very slick move. And Probe pulls back, forces the Widow Mine drop on the watchtower. That has to hide. Nightmare's doing pretty well right now. He doesn't have blink, remember.
哎，投上去了，投上去了，
It's just charge and storm.
投上去了，死马入！
Here we go. Oh, Maru!
哎，你妈的，这反应
Who
好快
reacts！that fast? Who reacts that fast? You have no business reacting that quickly. Maru apparently has decided to channel God mode. He
妈的，
just
还有2颗
IED
雷，
did this. Late
防的可以，防的可以，运输机点掉他，
Oh, watch out, watch out, watch out, watch out. Oh my
也
god.
行吧，
he's
也
gonna take
行
a
吧
big hit.
也行吧，
Four
也行吧
probes。and a
哎，
stalker go down. Once again, not the end of the world, but because Nightmare's economy is already kind of small, it still hurts a lot. I really feel Nightmare needs to do a round of chronoing probes here.
不，你闪电好了，你他妈运输机去搞他呀！我靠！
Seeing the 3rd command center, seeing these ghosts coming out now, like you absolutely have got to just, I think, change your style up as Nightmare. Chrono probes off all 3 Nexi. His 3rd has not been building probes.
OB 给我们看下面啊！你妈个 P 哥在搞毛啊！这妈这家里面有什么好看的吗？下面
The longer he storm drops. Sorry guys. Does get a couple marines.
好像没
but
死
nothing
什么
too
部队啊。
much. Doesn't lose any high Templar. He's got 8 high Templar. This whole style is basically I'm gonna bank up an insane amount of energy. When we fight, I'm gonna.
完了，我觉得这波推出来，
You can EMP 1 or 2 high Templar.
噩梦有点守不住啊，主要有鬼兵了。
Gonna be in an okay spot, but 2 Vikings plus an EMP. Guess what? 4 Viking shots and an EMP will kill a warp prism. Oh,
好好，
Gets a decent second.
这2把电的还是可以啊。
Very good. The high Templar on the right did get picked off by those stim
然后
marines.
继续往前推，继续电，
Or is he?
再电。
Oh,
这几把电的还是挺精髓的，家里面还有保底电，还有3把保底电。EMP 先打一个，闪电来了，看马路怎么处理啊 ！EMP 没打到，好接上传，你来是吧？反馈漂亮。继续反馈。哇靠！马路虽然人口领先，但是这几波其实噩梦打得挺好的，哎，我能进掉了。哦呦！我靠，又是中了一个闪电。好了，后续兵来 ，EMP 闪电。我靠，可以啊，这点好。And guess what? He's got a fourth on the way. He is up 8 workers. Maru dancing on the edge of death. 马路，哎，马路人口还是领先，而且马路经济要比噩梦要好很多啊。农民虽然也要领先，关键是人族还有矿罗，有矿罗情况下，经济又就农民虽然又领先，这个经济就领先很多。虽然噩梦打出了几波不错的这个包抄和闪电啊，但是我觉得噩梦还是要输。你必须要有巨象这局面，巨象自爆球必须要有，光靠闪电是不够的。闪电的 AOE 在神族在神族里面 AOE 并不算非常强啊，也不算很稳定的一个 AOE。地雷，噩梦的状态不错，从他这个反应就能看得出来，反应的非常的快。哎，这个应该看到了吧？这噩梦没反应吗？哦，有反应来，有反应，但是你四光要退啊！好，绕插，这一波要包抄吗？这波闪电，哎，没闪电，来了，能进闪电包抄，一把2把，我靠，牛！我只能说牛。这一波包抄是让马路非常的伤啊！这波包抄。The supply is dead even. If he goes for 2-2 now, he can continue his upgrades. He's chronoed, but he didn't seem to have the minerals for 2-2 when he started it. Hopefully Nightmare realizes that and does begin. He's got 2 Colossus extended thermal lance to get a bit of the Viagra for those Colossi. 攻防也已经领先了，巨象也在出了，一切在往胜利的方向在走。The army coming in from behind was actually such a cool move. And Maru, I mean, he's got 4 bases. He's got a good economy. He's up on 8 racks, but he's just started +2. I didn't realize he didn't have +1 armor yet. That was actually very slow to start. He's coming in with a medevac drop on the top left. Another mine drop. Cannon will not clean that up instantly, so he's trying to distract on the right to get Nightmare's attention. 反应有没有？完了，没有反应。He's going to get a good volley off. Very well done. 11 probes go down. 还行吧。Pretty good economy, so he can replace that. 11 probes this deep in the game is not the end of the world. The Zealot run by is going to continue, but with Widow Mines scattered across the map and sensor towers, you can see Maru starting to lock the ship down. 问题还是那个问题，就是你打到一个大后期，你要打赢马路是很难打的。现在这个已经慢慢变成一个后期的一个局面了。And this is a big mistake Protoss players make, is they get to late game. And they're so focused on building robo units, they don't make observers, and because of that, they take the wrong engagements. But Nightmare, very diligent and focused on that. And he finally realizes the 2-2 didn't start before, so about time he fixed that up. Big gas bank for Nightmare in this game. 噩梦这3个就想憋出来，我觉得得往前捅一波了。他这不能一直防守的。你一直防守就是给这个马路机会啊，就你不停的当沙包，马路反正他也就捅你一下他就回去了，他也不是这种强攻你的，他是以运营为主的这种打法。Good blink micro there, pulling back from the EMP is nicely done. Probe goes down on the left side. That Marauder hit squad could do very well. On the right side, a few of Maru's units getting shaved off for just a few zealots. And Nightmare realizes he's got a much bigger army on this side. 上了呀，就这波了呀，妈直接把他4矿捅穿。A scattering of High Templar and Stalkers, not 还敢开4矿。
I love how good the setup is, man. I just for the longest time, Nightmare has
这个
got
部
had
队里
issues
面没
with his macro
闪
and his
电
pro
的那点，
production.
没有闪
He's
电。
so bloody well rounded these days, and he's always been a very good player. It just feels like when you play against someone like Maru, you're not meant to be able to display those skills because he's just that little bit better at everything, and he's meant to make his opponents look worse, and often he does. And you can argue game 1 and game 2 looked that way, but keep in mind, Nightmare had a terrible opening in both of those games. He took some small gambles, and they went very poorly for him. Those
现在有双 AOE 的情况下，其实噩梦这个部队是完全不怕马路的。
And people who I was like, oh, this kind of sucks because he'll be.
现在是神族要 A 的时候，哎，这什么东西啊？2把满能量闪电就这样没了。哎，我怎么感觉他又去防守去了呀？
But the Widow Mines are getting too much value right now, I would say, for Maru. Let's look at the vision of Nightmare. He sees everything.
分一波插去3矿，自己主力守5矿。
Let's go to Maru's vision on the other hand, and you can see his mini map. Not too bad. Got extra orbitals coming up right now. He's scanning this army on the right. This game's going late game. It's 2-2 versus 2-1 right now in favor of Nightmare. 3-2 is on the way though. 2 more star ports.
打这种大后期啊，就双方在兵力就兵的控制这个点上差距还是挺大的。妈，你4个局长，他就4个围巾，你凭什么不能跟他 A 嘛？我真的是无语了，你 A 他呀！他 EMP 有那么痛吗 ？EMP 绝逼没有你4个局长在后面扫的痛，好吧？打得太怂了。好了，现在被2线拉。
Oh, that's very good micro, man. This is problematic. There's only 8 gateways on this map. Rainer out there is like, where are your gateways, man? You should have 26 gateways by now. Nightmare has been on a budget this whole time. He's trying to go double disruptor and Dark Templar Tech and 3-3.
但别马上转解放者，解放者转成型了，噩梦就没了。
Definitely does need more gateways though, at least 4 or 5 more gateways. You want to be at least at 12 or 13 this deep in the game. It feels like he's sitting back for too long. If Max, I think, is the best PvT player in the world right now, guys. I know Classic had a great showing at Gamers 8, but outside of that, Max has been the most consistent. And honestly, what makes him so special is his ability to counterattack with an army that looks weaker than the Terran and get map control. Nightmare hasn't been able to do that just yet, and Maru's starting to bully him a little bit in this late game. Maru is so confident.
刚才围巾还没那么多，现在马路已经在转。 解放者了，这解放者只要成型了，这神族就到点了呀。你要打解放者，除非你要去转风暴、转航母。
Now with this, you want to shift click your zealots on their SCVs. Just 2 or 3 zealots shift clicked on the SCVs will do really great. Just A moving like this is free easy kills for Maru. There we go. He finally does that micro. Stalker will get taken out by landed Vikings on the tower. 14 SCVs ain't bad. It does actually damage the planetary a little bit as well. No building armor upgrade just yet, so zealots are still decent versus planetaries. Building armor massively reduces their effectiveness. Oh, the High Templar goes down. That Widow Mine still causing problems on this right side.
解放者已经来了呀！妈了个鸡的，这解放这样架着，你什么东西能过来？自爆球也没用。
Instantly gets hit in the face by a disruptor. That's a lot of balls. Oh my god, Maru tries to shove.
散一散，从后面包你的部队包不了呀。
It's so crazy. Like, it's such a risky thing. He just shoves. He keeps trying to, like, really scare Nightmare and shock him and jolt him into making mistakes. But you can tell Nightmare's setting up for a pretty delicious surround right now. Mass Stalker coming in from the left, the right, the balls as well.
哎，这他妈怎么自爆球在解放阵里面洗澡？
The Stalkers are taking out the libs,
完了，
but fighting into the zones does heavily favor Terran. And notice, sorry guys, bad observing for me. The disruptors.
这个就打到后期这种兵力的操作，真的有差距。
I think the Marauders would have got sandwiched. They would have had nowhere to run but backwards. But instead, it ends up being a decent fight. Double Storm does land and keep him at bay for now. 70 probes versus 60 SCVs. There are now 6 orbitals though. Maru has built maybe not the full Iron Bank, but not too far from it.
他解放者就是克自爆球的。
And he shouldn't really be fighting right now.
你自爆球其实是到现在这个阶段，
skirmishing to keep the Protoss back.
算是一个必走位的一个兵种。那解放者是架在那个地方，那一块地方就不可能有兵能过得来。
And actually, Nightmare somehow squeezed a wave of Dark Templar.
看引刀能不能把矿拆了，这个引刀。
That seems kind of crazy.
这引刀还投资挺多的，10把刀吧有。啊，他直接去拆出兵点。
Oh, I'd love to see him split into the bases. If he gets a Dark Templar,
哎，这个拆出兵点还有点意思啊。
And a Dark Templar here and there, he'd be great. But he's going straight for the production. Missed
这
opportunity.
把马路被砍的妈妈都不认识，这10把刀。
Go after the production. Looks like the add-ons are one of his big targets, and just kind of wreaking havoc over there. This is going to buy Nightmare a lot of time. He's taking the top left base. He's kind of reprobing up a little bit.
你不用闪烁的吗？你怎么没操作了呀？哎。
He's killing a few barracks in the main, which is nice. He's going to push the right side.
正面在打。
Blinked forward, and a lot of them did die though. I'm not sure if he hit them with his own disruptor shot or not, guys. He lost 47 stalkers this game. That is so many, and I feel like his supply just dropped a lot as well. Obviously, he wants to try to get rid of
这引刀搞得马路家里面也是很不爽。
Big guys as a really tactical target because those are always in short supply starport production, but all 3 starports are still alive. Trying to push forward here, not a bad idea. He does need to make sure he deals with that widow mine.
解放者马路是没有停过，这解放者那么多，几个解放者嘛？9个解放者啊，13个，我靠了！
Still a Dark Templar in there going after at least one of these starports. He's going to go after the planetary in the bottom right, maybe, and that could work out. Oh, yeah, he's going to blink on it. He can take it out.
不修吗？他没修，他如果第一时间修的话，解放者是来得及的。
His ground army is actually very weak right now, guys. He lost most of his barracks. He's got 6 barracks with very few add-ons. He's only got 1 ghost in production. Maru is building SCVs right now, but no bio, except a few ghosts. Just a few ghosts building.
恶魔现在就是要依靠自己的这个追猎的一个追猎自爆球的一个机动性啊，跟这个马路打。因为解放者的机动性虽然说。 就你一架一收一架这个操作还是要点时间的。好，直接强行跳脸，解放全秒。可以，恶魔。马路换家了，马路换家了，他不管了。但他换家的原因其实很简单，就是首先自己的解放者在防守这个层面来说是很强的，又消掉一边矿。 可以，他待会儿解放的只要正就路口架的，你根本过不来。但正面如果中国自爆球，这个就不好说了。
He's got a lot of disruptors here as well. Oh, first disruptor could have been focused by Maru, but he backs off and Nightmare.
把出兵点换了，这是对的。
For him, but the libs, man, they're gonna
解放者，解放者，我靠，完了呀！你看，这就是解放者呀！妈了个，满贯，这就是解放者，好吧？
Not something you see every day. Gets a Marauder, does clip a few of his own probes. No big problem. He's got a High Templar here as well. Guys, any High Templar he makes are game changers in this late game scenario. The tank's going to go down. The Disruptor does take out a Zealot and a Stalker. Nightmare, calm down, don't friendly fire too much. The Robos are down.
点打完，噩梦其实还是有钱的。
His production is still alive. He gets a few Stalkers. I love that Lib re-siege on that base. Catches him not looking. He's got so many ghosts that
马路已经没有农民了。
Wait, there's only 4? There's only 4 ghosts left in the army, guys! Which means actually that's going to be hard to deal with. I mean, to be fair, there's 10 range libs, which is a massive problem for a player with 1 Stalker right now, and only a few gates of production. He's trying to rebuild gateways and warp in Stalkers as much as he can. Stalkers are just so fragile. Dark Templar going to try and take out another orbital.
这个引刀绝对是立功的。
How many orbitals has he got left? That is
马路已经彻底没有了收入啊，他就这波部队了。 哎，说白了就这波解放者。噩梦得刷追猎来打这个解放者，追猎感觉也打不过解放，太多了。他怎么去打解放者？我想不到啊！难道最后把地面部队全吃了，然后最后剩下解放者吗？哎，这没什么好冲的呀，噩梦。哇靠，这解放者！ 他妈的，这个子弹跟下雨一样。
Upon the poor, destitute Protoss. The orbitals did all lift and survive. The Dark Templar backstab as well. Maru's Liberators are looking savage. They need to get caught, but oh my god, he finds Nightmare's balls hanging out. Oh no! Oh no! Punish, 2 disruptors go down. Nightmare has fought like an absolute beast. The massive underdog. He was given a 3% chance to win this series, and he's turning into a very close base trade. He's still got a base mining on the right, guys. He's still got 2 gateways powered in the back, as well as a robo bay, another gateway powered in the back of his base. Maru has no income.
你妈的，这种数量级的解放者就是打不过像正面。马路其实地面部队没多少。慢慢一层一层架，慢慢架，好吧？你闪电垫好了。妈的！好了，再慢慢一层一层架过来。哎呦喂，这你妈这个架的，你追猎敢打？疯了吧，追猎！再往前再架一步，哎，引刀。这追猎根本就站不住，追猎。
Terran coming in just with savage vengeance. Nightmare needs to run. He needs to give this base up. This is his last bit of production. He doesn't want to give it up. And it feels like this may be the end. There's still 6 Dark Templar on this map. The Nightmare, though, what's he got left to work?
没兵了，结束了，
no energy.
没兵了。
Dark Templar are going to try to go in one at a time. There are still 3 orbitals, though. And scans plus EMPs a little bit.
那人质到最后还能飞，待会马路打完之后直接飞起来，然后就在外面拆你矿。
Recall, he's got a recall, he's got a recall, but he's out of energy. He's actually used the recall already. The last probe's getting trapped, man. Nightmare made this so insanely close, dude. He made it so insanely close. But the Liberators are so good at this stage of the game. If you let a Terran build, was it 8 orbitals? 3 starport fusion core libs. Nightmare just needed to get out on the.
马路反正现在家里面有2个基地还是3个基地，反正就你只要引刀过来，我就打雷达。
Got map control earlier, but the moment Maru set up that first lib push and traded as well as he did, he got himself a massive advantage. The fact that Nightmare made it this close after that is insane, but he is really working with dregs. Maru's income is
最后的追猎啊，这真最后追猎了。
Stalker army here, and he's got that 1 High Templar, which is looking for the Hail Mary Storm, especially if he gets it in the middle of the libs. It'll be such a difference maker. But of course, 2 Marauders and a Marine, they have their eyes set on the prize. They dive forwards. The High Templar desperately running away. Stalker's coming.
要来吗？最后一波了。
He's going to take out.
妈这解放者比追猎多，你告诉我这种怎么打得过
？Nightmare still got a little bit of production. Unfortunately, no mining left, and that is where the problem lies. Maybe he should have kept dripping Dark Templar into the main.
好了，飞了，妈个鸡！
That's where the Dark Templar could have done it. There are still 2 ghosts.
他有3个基地，3把雷达，他随便撒雷达。
Maru is doing an excellent job of handling it. Just very well played, dude. This was such a good series, and I can't believe Nightmare played such a frigging amazing, almost reversal. If he actually completes the reversal here, which obviously very unlikely now, he's got no money. I don't know how you win with 12 Stalkers and 1 Dark Templar. But if he'd done it, this would have been one of the most legendary comebacks, because the context of, you know, 15th seed into the tournament versus number 2 seed.
马路现在就慢慢把你的这个矿全部拆完，就赢了呀，结束了呀。你能怎么办嘛？你啥办法都没有。
Has made this a very competitive match. He's played it incredibly well, and he's really pushed Maru to the very limit of his capabilities. Tries to do some slick Stalker micro, but you can see there's just no way. Those leads do too much. A Nightmare. An amazing series from the underdog. Maru at the end stabilizes, though, and he says, oh, thank God, I did not let this one slip away. Great, just solid ability to stay strong in the face of adversity. Maru holds on. Ooh, Maru.
不，马路赢也是应该的。你妈噩梦这种，他也不算是一流的神族，他怎么可能干得了马路嘛？只是说，就今天这个比赛呢，打下来感觉过程有点曲折，倒是真的。哦。
I guess we can, yeah.
啊，他已经投到3900刀了，3907刀了。
Maru cracking a smile, man.
这你妈！
Obviously, next up is Hero Marine, guys.
You know it's crazy.
Yeah.
噩梦2线神族吧，算2线神族。今天不过打得挺好的噩梦。
Like 80 minutes ago, 2-0, and I was like, wow, this is going to be over in half an hour.
I remember.
哎，噩梦这样的选手，他现在还在练的，你很能看出来他还在练的。
Now it's 9:44.
他这种选手还在练，其实也蛮不容易的。他其实没有太多的一个奖金的来源的，就收入其实很少。就打星际争霸的话。 现在在噩梦现在在众筹队啊，就是那个众筹的战队，工资应该不会很高，我觉得800到1000刀吧，1000刀已经顶天了，可能1000刀都不会到，我估计就800刀，800刀或者600刀。
Can you guys both hear me? Awesome.
들리나요?
들림.
Alright, we're just gonna fix a tech issue very quickly, but congratulations! Crazy way to start the day. Thank you. Just
你想
amazing.
夜蝶，我记得
Did you think it would be that
白
hard?
金英雄给了他400刀嘛。
2대 0으로
还
이기고
不
있을
错。
때 이렇게 이게 어려울 거라고 생각을 하셨을까요?
不，你1000刀，你说6000，1000刀大概7000人民币吧，7000人民币。
그냥 하고 있었는데
你在韩国其实生活的话，如果他房子不用租房子的话，那我觉得还好一点。如果要租房子，其实
Once it reached
这个
the
就挺难的。
kind of surprised and nervous.
Yeah, that was a very.
主要噩
intense
梦
one.
没有太多就其他的奖金的嘛。
70 or 80 minutes ago, we were going into game 3 when you're up 2-0. Now it's been over an hour since then. Lots of back and forth games. You played very well, but obviously so did Nightmare. What would
夜
you
蝶之
compliment
前普
about
本说
Nightmare
1000刀，
playing
夜蝶
in this
1000刀吗？
series
我
so
靠，
close?
那么好。
2대 0이었다가 한 1시간 정도 나머지 게임들을 계속 치고받는 게임들을 했는데 당욱
如果夜蝶能拿到1000刀的话，那有点屌。
좀
我说
잘했던
真的，
부분들이 있다면 어떤 것들이 있을까요?
잘 모르겠네요. 다 잘한 것 같아요.
我觉得不太可能，因为白金英雄本来也不是职业队。
Say, but he just played well in general.
不，1000刀不可能，我觉得400刀比较。就上次好像谁说的是400
Obviously,
刀
the。base trade at the end was getting kind of wild. I did notice that there was a lot of times you favored running forward and trying to snipe down Colossus was like a big part throughout the whole series. There was a lot
对啊，
of
沙师傅才
very
500刀呀！我靠，你们
aggressive
想，
in your face play.
沙师傅肯定要比夜蝶要强。
Nightmare because he, you feel you can surprise him and is a bit too slow to pull his Colossus back, or did you just see the opportunity in these games?
이번 시리즈에서 이제 거신을 노리는 플레이가 굉장히 좀
不，星际
많이
争霸我再说一
나왔는데
遍，你们
장욱
不要去比
선수
工资。星际争
한테는
霸
이런
这
것들이
种
좀
游
통할 수
戏
있을 ，것 같아서
对吧？
약간 집중적으로 하신
你
건지
们要去比
아니면
奖
그냥
金，
뭐
对不对？
어떤 토스
你
상대로
你
또
打得
이런
好，
각이
你去
나오면은 뭐
你
이런
去
플레이를
这
좀
种
즐겨하시는지.
国外的比赛去挣奖金去。
그냥 제가 그 거신
네, 네,
기기를 좀 빨리 봐가지고 그래서 맞춤.
你妈，你想这点工资，我靠！你比如你工资就算给你2000刀一个月好了，
해보니까 딱히
对吧？
좋은
你
느낌은
一
아니라.
个卡托维兹的比赛15万刀，
So playing
你要想的是如何去挣这个奖金，而不是说去挣这个工资，挣工资死
That's
的。
why I decided to play like Colossi sniping strategy, but I didn't really think it would work well. So I feel like I'm
这
not going to
刀
play
塔
this
直播
one
月
more
入过
often.
万，这你妈！
Fair enough. Yeah, it was I think very good micro for Nightmare. He pulled back very quickly a lot of the times. Obviously, a series like that can be a bit grueling and a little bit
奖
painstaking.
金也没多，那没办法，你从事的这个项目， 对吧？你从事的这个项目就是一个西洋的项目，那怎么办？
일단 다음 매치 이제 히어로발인데
对不对？
이제 김준호 선수의 경기인데 두 선수 중에 응원하는 선수가 있는지
那咋办嘛？你从事的项目其实就没有那么高的奖金，那你能咋办呢？
말씀해 주세요.
딱히 편한 상담은 없는 거 같고 그냥 준호 형이 요즘 잘해가지고 히어로바린 선수가 이겼으면 좋겠어.
Either of them are not really the easy opponents
换个
for
项
me.
目啊，
Especially
不
Hero
是
is
说
playing
今天
really well
你这个项目成为一
lately,
个
so
高手，或者甚至是成为一个顶尖选手，
I don't have to
你妈的
play
你
against
换
Hero.
项目你就能够，你就能够那个
Awesome. Okay.
就
I
变
thank you
变
so
成
much
另
for
外
the
一个项目的
answer.
顶
So,
尖选手，
we
不可
are
能
going
的呀
on to the next
你
match
比如
soon, but is it
Party 上有
possible-
天
can
赋
you
了吧？
ask, if we could just ask
那么他打
Maru
王者
to
荣耀
very
是
quick
钻石
segment,
组的，
for about 2 minutes,
对不对
where
嘛？
we get Maru's reaction from a few silly YouTube comments.
但又不能洗点的这种东西。你说
So
你
we
说
already
其他
did
的，
this. I'm not
比
sure
如
if he's
说
watching
什么
the stream at all, but like
英
Sarah
菲
and
弗赖
a
这
few of the
些
other，guys.
他们也打过
But,
星际的呀，
yeah, is it possible to do
也
about
打
2
过
minutes
星
of
际二，他们
YouTube
也成为不了
comments?
顶尖选手的呀。
이게 한 2분 정도만 그 유튜브
对，魔兽他们是
팬들
顶尖选手啊，
코멘트
没错啊
보고 。
但星际
댓글
不
같은
是
거
呀。
보고 뭐 리액션 같은 거 좀 해달라고 하는데
你同样一个
괜찮은가요?
RTS 游戏，一个厂商出的，你都没有办法
I'm
在
fine.
另一个项目成为顶尖选手，那你告诉我，你起码去转型这种团队项目，怎么可能
Get the
转型
first
得了？
one over to you. So what we're going to do is we'll post it in Discord. Should we get Maru to read it out as well? We probably just need.
对啊，王者对啊，那个 Party 就是王者荣耀钻石的这个钻石组选手啊。
Oh,
Oh,
okay.
you read it to stream and Crank can translate.
Okay. All right. So the first.
And but also send it in.
Sad 最早也是打魔兽争霸的，没错啊，Sad 是魔兽争霸的呀。但是打魔兽争霸 ，Sad 是属于我打个比喻啊，我想想看，大概是什么？大概现在星际什么水平？Sad 属于魔兽职业选手里面比较弱的一批选手。按照黄哥的说法，就是你比如你做一个比赛，你想邀请一些选手，你绝对不可能想得到 Sad 的。
And the comment is there. It says Maru has lost his edge. It's been a while. He is not as sharp as he was in GSL neither. He is too cocky.
이거는 이제 세랄이랑 레이너 이런 선수들로 이거 이미 다 한 건데 그
反正就是
헐리우드 배우들이 약간 댓글
就你比如说以前 WCG 分赛区嘛 ，Sad 就挺难能拿得到，就能拿得到赛区的名额的。如果他拿到赛区名额，他来参加总决赛是肯定挂，就是肯定挂。
성적이 많이 떨어진 것 같다. 이제 약간 소위 말 국밥이다 이렇게 적어놨거든요. 어떤 반응을 해주시고 싶으신가요?
魔兽我不太了解，你们要问我潘翔什么，我只知道潘翔好像是打那个那个叫什么，就亡灵的。
I don't really care.
他水平怎么样我不知道，反正他挺能吹牛逼的，我知道。
So, you know, that's all.
And that's all that needs to be said as well, right? These messages are so dumb. So that's exactly what everyone else has been saying as well. It's just so funny because these are, you know, the ultimate Bronze League commenters. That's perfect. Here's the next one. So the next one is from Masters Coliseum. I think this was probably the group stage.
我素养什么水平啊？
And the comment is ，easy win for
老杨其实
thumbs up, thumbs up.
魔兽水平我真不知道他什么水
You
平，
better
反
put
正
AOE for
说
laughing emoji, laughing
吹是
emoji.
吹的蛮多的，但是你说真的什么水平，我倒觉得星际可能水平还不错，魔兽我不了解，主要我对于老杨，因为我自己不打魔兽的嘛。 反正我只知道吹他最多的就是他是什么吹风流的创始人，吹风流好像是他创造出来的，是这么说的吧？
I can be as good as in StarCraft 2, you know?
That's amazing. I think Maru would be very easily top tier at that, because you know Marine Lord, good Terran player, and he became
对啊，他
one of the
创造了
best
个
Asian
流
players
派
for
还
the
可以
players,
啊
so I think Terran players are like top tier at that game. All right, next one and the last one. Another dumb insult, as they all are. This is from the group. Oh, it's the same game. So this is from the same series. And it's just someone saying, "Bro, that's crazy. You look like a bronze."
이건 또 이제 세랄 전에 남긴 이제
星际啊，星际他打不过我，好吧？星际他肯定打不过。
브론즈를 브론즈처럼 보이게 만드는 세랄의 경기력이 대단하다. 그렇게 말을 했네요.
맞는 말이에요.
Maru said the comment is right.
魔兽男星际男，这个不一样，好吧？不一样，没什么可比性，就两个游戏还是完全类型不太一样的游戏。特别是运营这块完全不一样。因为我自己魔兽我很菜嘛，我没法去跟你们讨论魔兽怎么样，对不对？
보통 뭐 이런 댓글들을 보시면은 그 평균적으로 얼마나 그 사람들이 게임을 잘 알고 있다고 생각하시나요? 점수를 주자면은 뭐 10점 중에 몇 점?
다른 사람들이요?
네, 그냥 보통 조성 선수가 이런 보는 그런 댓글들 게임 가지고
我魔兽很菜，我跟你们说，我真的很菜魔兽。
몇 점이요?
对的 ，LYN 是可以的 ，LYN 是拿过星期二的冠军的。当时在基联赛，他其实星期二打得蛮不错的。但后面好像也不打星期二了，后面又回去打魔兽了。哎呀，魔兽，黄哥在就可以给你们吹了，但是我实在不行，吹不起来，因为魔兽我不太了解，主要是。 跟那些魔兽选手还挺熟，但是你说魔兽就魔兽历史这种的话，我就真的不知道了。毕竟我只是个选手，我又不像黄哥，你妈的，对吧？主业吹毛，副业你妈做赛事。
So I was just like, oh, on my own, I'm like, there's no way I would ask those questions in case anything gets lost in translation. But I think Crank did a legendary job as.
对啊，我就只玩星际的呀，我不玩别的游戏的呀。后面因为结识了法人，他妈的他教了我什么澄海3C， 然后偶尔他妈的晚上打2把澄海3C， 就这样子呀。
Yeah, they're not wrong. Yeah, not that great. Like, you know, oh yeah, like, oh, you can call me bad if you want, that's fine.
我当时澄海3C 打那个，我记得我用的英雄是我比较用的英雄是那个什么大法师，就是可以传送那个无限传，然后可以招水人，帅的一逼。
Thank you so much, Maru, for taking the time to do that, guys. We're going to go to Hero Marine Hero in a moment over on the NA server. So, yeah. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back in a minute, guys. We'll chuck up some highlight clips, play an ad break.
对啊，就是白马呀，其实就白马。
Free experience, and we'll give you guys big thanks for all the support after this. For now, just a big thanks for Ant Stock with the $5.11, and Radimus $5.11 as well. A bunch of people cheering for Nightmare. I think you guys gave me some energy. Nightmare played like an absolute Chad. Shout out to him. Thank you, Braindead and Gur.Nub.
当然澄海3C还蛮好玩的。我们基本上都是晚上大概1点钟左右，就练到1点钟左右，然后大家练不动了，这时候就他妈组织一手，好吧？组织一手，你妈澄海3C， 我法人你妈的66，然后 LYC， 妈的阿峰。 我们会再叫一个，我们5个在线下的，反正当时还蛮好玩的。
It's funny because when we first designed this shirt, people weren't really complaining about banelings that much. So maybe we can update this shirt and do a new release with a baneling over here, and then I guess people don't complain about Dark Temple. What do people complain about?
那个时候，我想那个时候我跟黄哥不太熟啊，04年的时候，03、04年的时候，我跟黄哥不太熟悉，只是有过一面之缘。 主要他比较菜，你知道吗？他比较菜，因为当时，妈的，我只会记得比较就水平比较强的人，妈的这种菜鸟有什么好记得的吗？
Protoss OP and Terran's Cry says Spirit. Ghost, remove it from the game. Says, I believe, is that Reyna? Who said that one? I think that's Reyna. Also, Age of Empires is better than Star.
我认识法人的时间要比黄哥要早。黄哥认识法人是在06年的时候吧，06年07年的时候，他去牛 TV 的时候才认识法人的。我是03年的时候我就认识法人了。法人菜不菜？法人不是法人，你妈的跟菜不菜没关系。他一个打你妈打多他是打你妈打魔兽的好吧？他打魔兽的。跟菜不菜没关系，妈的，我说是打星际，好不好？跟打魔兽的没有关系。
Hero Marine Solar, basically classic. Most of the players over at Gamers 8 recently have signed this, so bloody awesome mousepad, and you'll be one of only 2 people in the world who has this, or only the person who, the single person that has the Balance Wine shirt covered in Pro Gamers Balance Wine. So get in there, guys. We are individually handwriting out raffle tickets.
不，法人最开始来那个 SOZ 俱乐部的时候，他其实是领队，好吧？他又不是选手，我靠，他是个领队，很早了，当时03年的时候，04年的时候。
This Hero Marine sex balls, what you got those goes for, and absolutely 0 snipes on the brute lord, so maybe 10 to 15 Vikings, try something, Jesus. Nah, I mean my late game isn't the best, but if I try something like that, I think I would lose a little bit harder. Vikings against Zerg aren't that good. To be honest, I don't see like backseat gaming as like an.
李培南今天不会来了，李培南今天已经在成都了，好吧？
Like this kind of content, I don't know. I mean, this kind
晚上可能要跟叶老师去吃个饭，叫上 Sad 和默默口。不知道，当然我不知道。感谢 AB1257的钻石粉丝，感谢兄弟。
Like this is like too low of an insult for me to even get insulted, you know. So I take it as a normal comment. Hero Marine is a quintessential mediocre player who just grinds it by playing a lot. You can tell he doesn't have the same level of understanding.
不是我不知道呀，我只是说可能呀。你妈的，你们不要乱想呀！我靠。
As fast as Clem, he's top level turn because StarCraft 2 only has enough prize money to support maybe a dozen real pro gamers, and Hero Marine is willing to eat ice cube sandwiches for dinner to keep playing 80 hours a week to still be a pro gamer. I mean, he's not wrong but I think he picked the wrong person. I mean, I think for some.
感谢孙哥永不塌房的钻石粉丝，还有圣魔狼人的钻石粉丝，还有求老仙奶没有女朋友钻石粉丝，还有这 AB127的钻石粉丝。晚上待会儿先播完比赛吧，播完比赛去搞会儿生化危机。他你妈的这个比赛中间有那么长时间要聊吗？我靠！ 他在采访黑人马运是吧
？I don't even really remember it. It was the one that I did lose, but I mean, it's just an ESL Open Cup, and people in general, because that comment is referring to like an off-race loss. Like in that case, at that
今天没有动物排队啊！感谢玩游戏不作弊的钻石粉丝，感谢兄弟。
Meta game and patch and whatever.
今天没有，兄弟们，今天。今天我还要早点睡。
People don't understand is that their Protoss, at least in that matchup, Clem even is very good in other matchups like PvP.
明天一早就要出发，你妈的出门，我靠。
There's an ESL Open Cup. I've lost to far worse players because I'm like not very focused or I had a bad day or whatever. And if I
不准早点睡。不，明天要开要开一天的车，有点累，兄弟们。
Then I would have retired quite a lot of times already. But that's then more on like the embarrassing part, but then not because of
贴图
upgrade.
我绝对不会去接七小兔
Like
的，好
let's
吧？
say I lost
我你妈的
the
从
European
杭州去
regionals
阳澄湖，
against
在
like,
加赛那边拐
let's
个
say
弯
there's, like, some
就
crazy
完美。
tournament where it's
老
like
子他妈的要
finals
去
is like
要去
me,
接七小兔，就
I have
是要
to
去
beat
上海
let's
那
say
边
also
拐个
Reina
弯，
and Cyril's
我他妈的
Zurich, and in the
脑
finals
子
I play
脑子
against
瓦
like
特了是吧？
a Protoss, like
妈去上海
that
拐
I'm
弯，我
supposed
靠，
to
不
beat.
可能！
And it's like an underdog finals, like let's say I don't know, I played the regional finals against
So you're playing
What level
Hellraiser or
player?
something like that.
yeah, like that's something like that crazy. Or I mean, Reina's Protoss is like as good as like people like Harstem or Skillers. So like I have this crazy run where I'm like beating the best players like Cyril and Reina, Zurich, and then I'm in the finals. I get an opponent that is
吃小
arguably
兔
weaker,
就让他自己去自
those
生
kind
自
of
灭吧。
Protosses, and then I
这种
lose,
狗逼女人，妈了个
that
鸡，
could
烦
be
死了！
really heartbreaking. That'd be the only thing that would be facing me, I think. If I have like a good tournament run and I have to
直
defeat
接让他
like
去死就好
top
了，吃小
players
兔。
early on in the tournament, and then in the finals I play against like player that I'm like
明
favored
天亚
against,
运
and
会
then
开
I
幕
lose.，
我居然
Well, that
不是
would
亚
be
运会开幕，跟我其实关系不是那么大，好吧，兄弟啊。
Alrighty, right. There we go, everybody.
首先我亚运会门票我也没抢到，
Set up for the next
对不对？
game, And it's good stuff.
那亚运会开幕那天妈的出去是吧？出去外地，不要给亚运会添乱，不挺好的吗？
Sounds kind of crazy. Oh wow.
明天我不限行，我的尾号是单号，好吧？
Rainer was the only one that talks.
尾号最后是三个字母是 F91， 是单号。
Close one, but Nightmare did pull out on top. When players are ready up. Yep. Yep. Players ready up again, please. Assuming we've got both on camera, we do. Big yawn for Hero Marine. Uh oh. It's like 2 PM, man. You should be right.
SPF 没有，不是。
Yeah, it was a very close base trade in the 5th game. We missed that one.
不摇到的，你妈的哪来私人定制嘛？就摇号摇到的，运气有点好，好吧？
Kazaru, it's the Illuminati that pays my bills as an actor to pretend Australia is real, not not NASA, you fucking idiot.
不真摇到的，我靠！我对天发誓，好吧，真摇到的。
Mr. Geg not available. Thank you for the 4-month resub. Yoda with the 9 months. Big thanks. Brain Dead with the tier 1. Guru.Nud with the Prime Gaming as well.
我没有虚伪，我靠！我他妈的真的摇到的。
Prize pool, all of the content we run, and all of the other stuff around it. All you need to do is hit up those the donation button, !tip in the chat. You can also cheer for your favorite players with custom alerts using any of these cent denominations on any of those dollar amounts up there. Cents for the player, dollars for different alert variations. And yeah, already later today, I have to eat the Psycho Serum.
这你妈比赛开始，他在那边搞毛啊！
好了，
下一场啊，黑肉马运对小黑肉。
4 million Scoville rating. It's capsaicin extract. It's basically a black paste of death. So hang around after the best of 7 we're going to have later today, after the winner of this versus the winner of Maru in the quarterfinals, and then we'll have me dying on stream.
我摇号就汽车那个牌照摇号，大概摇了4-5次吧，摇到了。他每个月都会摇一次嘛，当时。然后现在有点不太舍得这块牌照，其实我是想买个电动车，对吧？那这样的话就怎么说呢？就至少就没有限行了嘛。亚运会就不算，就我说平常就没有限行了。但舍不得这块牌照。
Not opting for the early scouts. The early reactor is interesting because most players will build 2 Reapers out of this.
双
But
倍
there are
他要
builds
干
where you
嘛
can go straight into marine production and kind of stitch together some
不
interesting.
买个那个，买个那个什么理想的那个什么 L9，他们都说不错，我感觉应该也不错，所以说，我打算去买个这个车。然后我会之前先去看看那个华为的那个什么问界。
So both players should be alert and awake and warmed up. Hero Marine is
智商测试，智商检测是什么东西啊
I should say, since he picked heads, I believe it came up tails. So we are starting on Central US server in map 1. As the higher seed though, Hero did pick this map first, so he chose Dragon Scales as the first map. Gonna be kind of like your so if Hero wins, he wins his map pick, but he
哎呀，
loses,
不要急，反正有这个想法，只是说现在舍不得这块牌照，也不着急，反正我现在，对吧？车这个东西其实就是个代步工具，一个消耗品而已。
Still going to come down most of all to the strategy. 4 Reapers, 2 Hellions. This is a wild amount of units to go into this early. Oracle would be much better for defending this because that can just turn on its laser beam and shut it down. There are 3 Adepts out though, and I think that's going to be good enough. I think Hero saw that. He brings the Phoenix back, it'll be an easy hold. And I think
这个3个使徒其实强行穿的很伤的啊，先炸进去再说。3个使徒主要输出有点高，这3使徒。来嘛，那亏了呀！杀了几个农民嘛？杀了1个农民，就杀1个农民，我靠！好，继续上2个，穿一下凤凰来抬，4个农民。
Is in a big spot of bother right now. A probe does actually get a kill on the Reaper, but already so much minus.
6个，还要死7个。
Potentially number 8 as well. Warp gates are transformed now. Warpins can start, but it's going to be the Phoenix with the lift that
7个农民，哎
，an amazing start for Hero. And I saw him do this.
还行吧，我觉得双方都能接受啊，这波交换下来。黑龙马也是通过了这样的一波，看到了对面的这个开局啊，哎，没锁到，有点可惜。他新补丁已经出来了，但不知道什么时候开始上。现在。
We did see in Clem vs Creator there was an interesting game where tried to do this sort of Cyclone Viking push, but 3-gate plus non-stop Phoenix production shuts it down, and Charge is on the way. Hero is doing my favorite build, Charge Lot Phoenix. You guys know I absolutely love this build order, and when Charge kicks in, it hard counters what Hero Marine's doing. Hero Marine needs a 2nd and 3rd barracks, he needs stim on the way, and he needs to turtle up until he gets to the later stage. Seeing no 3rd, he already knew about the 2nd and 3rd gateway, he should go home very, very soon. Because there's already 2 zealots out, 3 gateways. If he warps in 3 or 4 more zealots, and charge kicks in, you're
不是很好守啊。这2个导弹车待会儿只能强抬，没有别的办法。如果你要打这个，哎，打这个兵营的话，就有可能这一波部队就要送在这儿啊。直接要来，差有脚数了，直接先抬导弹车。啊抬呀！你慌什么啊！我靠，他妈那么多叉在那边追着。抬，导弹车一抬，你其实就没什么输出了。啊 ！A 呀，你继续 A 呀！你慌什么你？不要让他走啊，小黑啊！本来是能全吃的，有点可惜啊。运输机最后要秒掉，对，2个导弹车活下来了，走了。感觉今天黑人马运真的是有备而来啊，打得不错。就前面上来2波压制的相当的到位啊！当然小黑自己有点失误，哎，又被锁了，坦克出来了。
Phoenix Charge. This is a low GM build, maybe a high Masters build that Hero is doing. Really good as a surprise opening to
但妈的，这个现在从科技来说的话，小黑有点落后啊。第一波这个待会儿真盾的枪兵带光头出门，其实有点凶的。你出闪电未必能接得住啊。这出闪电是真未必能接得住。
Tanks and Bio rotating around. It's good control for Hero, but he's just so far behind on the economy.
河马的暴兵是完全没有问题的。
Shields is ready, he'll be good.
这妈是什么？小黑有前置兵营，他要拼一枪了吗？
I think this is a big mistake. And there's only 6 zealots. Maybe it's fine. Actually, there's still only 3.
闪电的 timing 吗？这波。
Hero cannot attack. Hero Marine is actually completely fine. Nice usage of the pillar by Hero there to block those units getting up. We are going to start activating 4.
兵不够啊！我觉得兵不够，你就算有闪电，你也未必能打得进去。
Pick off a single Marine. Alright, Stim Shields +1 all on the way. We've got a bunch more gates coming. It's going to be an 8-gate Psystorm attack. Stim and Shields is still not quite there. It's just
好，来了，看到了，往里缩。盾牌还没好，哎呦，这个 timing 很不错，盾牌还没好，一把电，2把电，我靠，3把电，这 Hero Marine 的部队，你妈的，这基本上是满吃啊！这种都挡住了。你敢信？基本上他的部队就是满吃。
There's not much Marine Marauder right now. The bunker is also empty on that third, so maybe the Zealots could get over there and do something. The Phoenix are actually killing units right now. Oh my god, Hero Marine just needs to get a handful of units together. This looked like
这就拼一口气的事情了，现在就拼一口气。这口气小黑又能不能把河马摁死啊？又来插。
Cannot keep losing his Marines and Marauders. He's way up in workers. He's up about 15 workers. He finally pulls a few SCVs, but he should have done that a bit earlier.
就这口气。
He can lose 20 workers and still be miles ahead in this game. There are no upgrades.
哦，这个雷基本上满贯。
There's no robos. There's no follow up here for Hero at all. Sorry.
后续差又来了。
Is way ahead, but I think he took too long.
好了，3矿给你打飞。
And even though the initial hold was okay, the follow up Zealots are doing a lot of damage. 11 SCVs clearing the depots. The third base is going to get ransacked there. And Hero Marine just underestimating that attack. Gabe with a fantastic first phase hold.
主要2矿守住，其实对于河马来说无所谓的呀。他现在经济还是领先的，稍微把兵续上来就行了。他5个兵营。
So we're just going to call him Gabe, guys, for the rest of this series to make that nice and simple for you all. Phoenix there rotating around. We've got 2 High Templar groups there, 4 High Templar and a Zealot. Gathering up the next wave. Robos on the way, as well as adding a 5th gas. Hero needs a 4th base desperately. Hero right now is saying, my whole victory rests on me being aggressive and kind of catching you out of position.
小黑要等你3矿再飞下来，再冲一波。
He's got 5 racks just pumping.
应该有4把电了。
就
这波啦，有没有？第1把，我靠！第2把、第3把、第4把，漂亮！这要打穿了。这个4把电太重要了。这个是河马自己操作的问题啊，反应有点慢。基地修一下，基地，哎，下去了也行，下去也行。
He's got Widow Mines in there.
就这波打完之后，小黑就有些优势了。现在虽然河马鬼兵出来，但河马3矿一直没有办法开起来。家里面转巨像，哎，洗澡了。这个有鬼兵的，有鬼兵的。
Gabe's got to be real careful. He's got a lot of Widow Mines, but a lot of them are still scattered out around the bases in drops. This Widow Mine keeps firing. It's only killed 1 per.
小黑也死不起兵啊！虽然说刚才吃了一波，但是河马这个暴兵真的太强了。啊，把家里面被这种隐形地雷瞅傻了，小黑没反应。完了，这三线3个矿，每个矿都有地雷。
The third base does get ransacked, but only 2 SCVs go down. Is the command center gonna die? It is. Great catch there.
3矿打飞，正面怎么样？正面有那么多地雷，你这插没用。妈个，这三个地方都有地雷啊！
And honestly, if Gabe just keeps rebuilding a command center, rebuilding his SCVs, I think he's got this. He's gonna tap.
啊，河马基地。
Really bad spot without the command center. But tilted by
我觉得他还能打呀，他为什么机器了？
I think makes a bad call to leave that game. He thought the army and the setup was bigger there for Protoss than it was. He was up.
这能打的呀，你鬼兵也出来了，对不对？你还有这波部队呢。我看不懂，你们看得懂？不跟钱不钱没关系啊，这个 Pig 也很奇怪啊，他为什么退？
Crazy hero aggression catches you off, man. This is a very messed up game for Hero Marine.
不，那你正面其实还能打的呀，没有不能打。你有鬼兵的情况下，真的能打。而且你3个地方对吧？三个矿都有地雷的情况下，是的确有两片矿地堡马上起来了，但还有一片矿你地雷还是能再炸的。 高手过招，哼，行吧，行吧，行吧，他们是职业选手，我也没法质疑他们。
Seawater looks delicious. That's pretty tasty, man. Seaweed in it. Yum yum. Yeah, no, this is flower water for sure. It's
高手过招，高手过招，我无法质疑啊，无法质疑。
Container, it keeps the water hot for me, guys. Keeps the water hot while I'm casting, keeps me voice good. I did forget to get my recording going at the start of this one, like a dumbass, but that's okay. Not the end of the world. Hey, Mr. Geg not available with the massive $53.18. I don't know which player you're trying to cheer for. You probably donated in a different money. So we are going to hit an alert for both players for you there. We're going to hit an alert for both players for you there, mate. All right, let me get that open. I just heard the game countdown going. $50, eh? $50 Hero Marine. What would that have activated if we activated that correctly? It's hard to do it with other currencies. So that would have been that one. Oh, the double fist bump. I like
哇，他已经筹到哎3960 4100刀，他又筹了100刀，我靠！
Oh yeah! Which I guess is more fitting off the game one. All right, guys, let's get into it. Don't forget, you also got yourself 11 raffle tickets to that $50. So congratulations and thank you so much for supporting PIGfest, my friend.
我发现一个问题啊，就是他好像就 Pig 是把参赛的选手要求他们每个人就是搞一个这种获胜的这种动作。 然后到时候他就，比如你们众筹多少，他就把这个，就把这个图给剪下来，发出来。你们还有这种要求？啊，但我们是不众筹的。
Because he's just such a unpredictable and kind of oddball player, and I think we know that Hero Marine is one of those players, much like myself, who's like.
如果有线下的话，对吧 ？Kurito， 我们就如果来国内的话，其实不说了，好吧？烤肉我请了，你妈的，让他好好领略一下我们国内的烤肉到底是怎么样的。小肥羊大家吃到饱。
Hero Marine just didn't realize his upgrades were better. He didn't have a third command center, but he absolutely could have hung in there and fought it out. Colossus were on the way. So that's what really made Hero's position amazing. Like if Hero started a fourth Nexus, got the Colossus out.
他是烤肉，哎，我的吃烤肉。哎呀，这种找一家100以内的，你妈的这种上海的自助烤肉，韩式的自助烤肉肯定有。 好好带他领略一下韩国的烤肉文化。
So Widow Mine spread around the map would have been great. And like I said, if he just immediately rebuilt that third command center, I think he would have been A-OK.
黄哥带我去过那个环球港，有一家叫鞍山胖的烤肉，还可以，就那家了。
That's great.
然后到时候再给他多搞点什么西瓜这种东西。
People have already started copying it. Never mind. Maybe it was a copy paste. I'm like that just is such a fun sentence, like a fun paragraph. That I was like, that does sound like a copy paste. There we go. And I'm like, before I even finished reading it, people were already copy pasting it. I was like, okay, maybe it was the whole time. Oh, Hero Marine's doing a special build, guys. It's a 2 siege tank push on 1 base. Oh,
但这个战术被小黑又看到了。
Hero didn't probe scout or anything. He's gonna see.
哎，
commands. Actually, he didn't check for the commands.
看到了。
He should realize though. Why is there a drop this early?
这个是单矿直接炸坦克的战术，但这个战术我感觉。
Gonna build another pylon at the front. I mean, this seems like a perfect setup.
说实话，我感觉没什么用啊，他直接去了2个坦克。
Hero can basically just chrono gateways.
小黑已经感受到压力了，不停的在加速 blink。
Just get another shield battery out front. Needs one as far forward as possible. Gonna build them a little further back than I expected.
炸到位置的话，其实小黑还是有点难受的。他除了追猎没有东西。首先正面要顶住，顶住的同时追猎要去截后援。 能不能截到后援，这对于小黑友来说是非常关键的事情。哇，这2个坦克这样架着，不好弄啊！不好弄啊！他还要往前再架一步，这个是不给活路啦。 blink 是好了，但是没有发挥的空间呢。现在，好跳出去，核电站开起来，正面可以跳过来了呀！正面把2个坦克先跳了，漂亮，先把坦克跳了。农民死不死之前再说了。死了10个农民。 哎妈，我觉得就算守住也很伤啊。这战术有点凶。他后续全部去的是导弹车。 And they can't warp in again because that also depowered 2 of the 3 gateways. Oh my lordy McLord! 完了，小黑被直接顶死了。
Is doing so well. Big Gabe comes in with a big cheesy push. He says, "Let's do a 1 base." You.
他后续的导弹车有点精髓，我说真的。
I'll show you predictable, and he just brings in a dirty all-in.
挤，但别人可以接呀。 再接，农民死完，弃了。
Every worker, his main base is empty. Remember, guys, he's got no probes left. 2 stalkers trying to blink to the left. And
哎，这个战术有说法呀，下次我就用这个战术去干黄哥。黄哥估计也是一波就死了。
Absolutely beautiful counter to a Protoss that does not probe scout. GG's, man. I guess Hero didn't learn from Cyril. Hero is laughing at the end of that game. That's Hero. Whenever he loses games, like people are like, oh, he must be so upset, man. I'd be tilted, man. Oh, shit, dude. This is so bad. Like, oh, this is really rough. And then you're just like, wait a second. He's laughing? And you're like,
黄哥，哎呀。
Oh, Hero and Dark don't
黄哥，其实我跟你们说，你们就前段时间不是冲传奇嘛？ 其实他从传奇这段时间导致他星际其实下降了好多。星际争霸这个游戏真的需要的是每天都要练习的。王哥已经很久没有每天练习了，他肯定下降了很多。
Dark has been a desk banger at times. They all have their moments, but it's very rare.
年底估计打他跟鹿特丹的比赛，估计打不，他还是打不
I think
过。
you'd be hard pressed to find a clip.
但是话说回来，他肯定会上。
I met Dark and Korea.
无论怎么样，他都会上。
He's a smooth operator. Yeah, Dark and Hero are both insane. They've got some special Zen-like happiness going.
我可以上的呀，我可以打鹿特丹的呀。 他不想让我打鹿特丹呀，因为万一我打赢了，他你妈的人不就没了吗？
Probably trying to work on that a little bit. To be fair, we haven't seen him do it since earlier in the year.
对不对嘛？
Cyril gets upset when he
我可以上的呀。
loses to do well. Well, everyone has their own different approach and personality, right? There is no one size fits all because it's a personal thing. How do you manage your mentality is not something.
哎，你们不要觉得鹿特丹很强，他就有自己的这几套战术啊，也没有几套，大概就1-2套战术，针对一下就好了。哎呀，比赛不是说，妈的，有时候不是说跟你拼什么拼实力，跟你真刀真枪的干的。但说白了，妈的，你只要赢了，对不对？你就赢了就好了呀。战术只不过是你的手段而已。没有盘外招啊，我就针对他的战术打嘛。
From the outside, I watch like who's the most ragey recent tennis player, like Andy Murray or something. And I'm like, there's no way that's good for your mentality. But he has his own technique of like G'ing himself up in order to no worries, Dot's just gonna edit some stuff. He G's himself up, you know, Kyrgios.
哇，好卡，这是他这个丢针丢的。
He's tilted all the time.
我看着头有点晕，我靠。
It's become part of how they motivate themselves. Maybe there could be a
不用手上过，我跟你们说，就比赛就很简单，就是你不要什么想的是什么今天手上过，明天手上过，没有手上过的说法，就只能过一次，一次过完一记必杀就结束了。你什么啊？实力很强，然后今天赢了谁，明天赢了谁，没有用。比赛时候，别人只要赢你1把，赢你2把，你就没了。
You guys know if I produced this stream, all of the graphics would be made in paint. All right, guys. Here, Marine, Mr. Gabe, as we should be calling him, has.
黄哥上一次也是一样的，黄哥赢你妈的赢杨宇也是一击必杀呀，妈的用他那套刺蛇狗一波把杨宇打死了呀，就那么回事儿啦。
Was Cybercore before Nexus by the looks of it? Yeah, definitely does look like it. He's already got Warp Gate and an Adept on the way. It looks like a Twilight Council build with a bit of Adept pressure. Hero Marine, Mr. Gabe. I'm gonna call him Gabe. I've been calling him only Hero Marine for such a long time.
河马是裸双啊，
Like who's Gabe?
反正小黑都看到了，看小黑怎么打。裸双绝对不能让你好过的，如果正常跟你运营的话，那他妈的小黑要打毛。也 VS 还是什么？我们看一下。啊，也 VR。那这个要打一波了。
Oh my lord. Oh my dirty lord. Reaper is going to be the first scout for Hero Marine Mr. Gabe. So Gabe is going to sneak a Reaper out. That could do some good counterattack damage, but it's not going to be able to scout the Robo. The best thing it can do is scout the fact that there are buildings missing. If it gets in the main, he's going to be like,
3个兵有没有4兵的说法
gateway? We know, of course, it's a third gateway because the second gateway is here. That Reaper is not going to scout till like 4 minutes. So he doesn't have a lot of time to respond. And he's only got 3 barracks with no
这个野 VR 其实是有机会的。河马他的死神其实非常慢，他死神慢的话，就等于你现在到了小黑友家里面，你才知道小黑友在外面有野东西。出不久就说明小黑友要从正面突破那个地堡，直接打死你。换上了一个先知。好偷啊，河马！你妈了个鸡！哎，裸双你还要先兴奋剂先一攻，真的好偷！河马应该知道了。
He's distracted by the Adept as well. Oh, that Adept harass might do it for Hero. But wait, Gabe sees the third gateway. He's got to realize something's up. He's got to pull the SCVs right now. Gabe! Okay, luckily it looks like Hero's going to wait for the second immortal, but he sees only gateways. He sees no tech. He does the double take. We're going to go to Gabe's camera now. This is Gabe's camera. He pulls the Reaper out. It looks like the Reaper will go down. He's not pulling SCVs. He has no SCV outside his base. He's building
破地堡主要靠2个不朽啊，这2个不朽其实打地堡还是挺快的。
But you've seen 3 gateways and
河马跟我在手，他不知道对面什么看，就你到底什么东西来，他不知道。
There's no way if he doesn't have SCVs ready next to it, these 2 immortals will kill that bunker so fast.
卡人口了，这你妈
！Are you insane, Hero? You gotta go right now. You've been scouted.
看到了， 河马这个枪兵很关键。来了呀！立场封你的修地堡的这个农民，不让你修，2个不朽随便秒就秒死了。但有兴奋剂了，已经有兴奋剂啦。不朽还是有点硬啊。
Pulling back up the ramp, normally a good move for safety, but that gives up your entire natural. There's 4 depots down there. The command center needs to lift right now. He needs to lift right now. Those immortals do crazy damage. There is no drugs coming out for a while, guys. The medevacs have just started building 30 seconds until they
3个不朽也不着急，等能进来了再说。有能进之后就能闪了。
But it's definitely going to be a little bit of a wild situation.
那河马的运输机马上出来了。
Defend his ramp. I do believe as long as there's no observer, he can defend the ramp. Prism is about to come. That'll give some high.
能进来了，继续往上走，各种接立场。
Hero covered it with a nasty proxy robo timing attack. That is absolutely delicious. Oh, this is fantastic, man.
在立场，你来我就接，先把 VF 打了，各种接，3个不朽，这个3个不朽真的硬啊，是真的有点硬，要一波被打死了。最后拖的农民，这是最后的农民，能进各种接，没了，这个接死了，直接。
Mass force fields. There's no counterplay without tanks. Without medevacs to heal, you just cannot fight against this. This right now is a bloody cheese fest. Hero 1 map away from winning the whole thing. The whole series. Sorry guys, I'm stumbling over my words a little bit. I don't know what's going on.
这种操作对于小 hero 来说，妈的轻车熟路好吗？小 hero 的这个操作还是有东西的。
Lock with the 280. We are almost at $4,000. Thank you so much, guys. And you can see the tournament will be maxed when we're at $4,269. That'll hit us to 10K. That will be absolutely huge. That will be massive. So absolutely hit it up, guys. Sorry, we've got that lobby getting into the next one. Ooh, should we play an ad break? Where are we on the ads? Let's make sure that people tuning into the stream are not getting ad breaks. I think we can go one more game. I think we've queued enough earlier that we should be fine for a while longer. Pre-rolls are still off for another 20 minutes, so we'll try to squeeze an ad break in after this one, guys. After this next game, to make sure that new people tuning in aren't getting hit in the face with ads. Make sure it's not interrupting any of the gameplay.
不行，老子他妈要把你封了。
We want interview with both players, winner and loser, says Danny.
太他妈嚣张了，说这种话。真的是大胆。这个脑洞他妈太大了。他妈的，居然敢害黄哥，真的是大胆。
Apparently, Hero Marine did actually confirm he thought Hero was going Dark Templar. He thought it was Proxy Dark Shrine, guys. Dot is saying in the chat, who is Ivory? Send your email address, so in case you're in the raffle, she can contact you.
但是虽然我把你封了，但是我会这个问题我会问一下黄哥的。等他等明后天吧，我会问他的，好吧？我如果记得的话，我一定会问他的。猪吃了土豆会不会放出绿色的屁？我一定问他的。
Alright, guys, let's go. We got Hero down here in the bottom left side. Oh, actually, wait, sorry, what's that? Don't do the 6.4 million. My friends did the 1.3 million challenge, and it was brutal for over an hour, says Resonance. I'm doing it at the end of the stream today, so don't worry, it won't interrupt any casting. After the quarterfinals, we cast after this. I won't eat the whole thing, of course. I would actually die if I did that. But I look forward to it, because like the first time I did the, like, 1 million Scoville stuff, I hallucinated almost. So I feel like this will be like...
他们两个打得有点快啊，其实。就3把打下来，可能半个钟头。
Hero is going to scout for proxies, but on the wrong side. There's a proxy barracks in the bottom right. Hero Marine putting it in a very secret place. This doesn't look like someone who's just building.
皇哥现在估计还在吃饭吧？哎，不要急。哎，聊赞助其实是件，就相对来说是件大事了，兄弟们，真的。真的很关键，聊赞助。我是没有时间去聊，我在杭州，如果我在上海的话，我肯定也会去的。我以前是一个非常出色的一个，看到野兵了。我以前是一个非常出色的市场人员，好吧？那你们以为呢？
But such a big mistake for Hero Marine. Gabe has made a big doo-doo, unfortunately, and now what is the response? Zealots on the way, second pylons on the way.
你们是不是对我有什么误解啊？这那么出色的一个市场人员。
I remember a period in time where Protosses would just take a second gas and just play like Oracle.
只是因为现在在杭州当主播是没有办法出门而已。
Probe is coming in right now. I actually think this would have been a fantastic build if he was just one space off on where he placed this. That SCV needs to be careful.
任何一个公司的市场总监，而且能做的时间很长的这种，都还是有点东西的。这个农民不能让他继续修啊，至少不说打死他吧，至少拖点时间，对吧？这 VF 他只要不修好，其实威胁就没那么大。追猎来了。 第二个农民也来了，他这 VF 应该修好了。倒闭是我离开之后的几个月之后的事情，好吧
？Hero's just probing and making adepts right now. He's seen a factory. Finally, the robo goes down. That's very delayed. Hero could have built that 35, 40 seconds ago, guys.
开视野直接可以跟你搞。
Late response from Hero. I mean, his micro is being great for trying to pick off these units, but he's already delayed the factory a long time. But I definitely think
现在就靠这个使徒开视野啊，开完视野，追猎才能打得到，不然的话打不到，完全打不到。
The Adept Shade does provide high ground vision. Hero Marine, Mr. Gabe with a nice rotate on the red hit point. Marines there.
提前跑没有，不是提前跑路，是因为当时。 就觉得一直在上海也不太好，而且我每天都很想念我孙妮，对不对？虽然跟兄弟们在一起奋斗的日子，我觉得是很开心的，但是在家里面人也很重要嘛。 直接拖农民，又是这一招，2坦克2双倍枪兵，直接过来架脸。但这把小黑又是调整的战术啊，他是出不朽的，出不朽就可以去跟你的坦克搞了。啊，不朽来了！ 这个河马有点伤啊，这波有点伤，推不进去。你枪兵有点少，后续其实小黑应该多刷点使徒。我觉得使徒现在要比追猎要好用，因为你打这个，就你打坦克有不朽打就行了，使徒硬一点相对来说。 The Marines. That's what's so scary about this. Now, 2个不朽。Hitting that immortal again to set up the barrier would be optimal. 好了，要上了。先秒解放者，解放者才是关键。先秒解放者，不朽秒坦克。好，解放者秒了，那随便打了。Hero pulls back. It's a 6-hit point immortal. It finally goes down. But that was a fantastic hold. The second immortal really helping out. Gabe is going to tap. 结束了，3比1。Wow, just like that. Unfortunate for Hero Marine, guys. A very cheesy series between these two players. And honestly, I think if this was hidden, it would have been very hard for Hero to do. 我跟你们这么就甲方的市场总监跟乙方的市场总监是完全不一样的。你妈个鸡，乙方市场总监是各种要去求别人的，很难当的。 Does not get spotted. 难当的一逼。Unfortunate for Gabe. Hero Marine does go down. Hero blocks the cheesy counter attack there,
And a nice upset in game one as well.
一个是一个是你妈的投放，一个是你妈的要赚别人钱的，这个，哎，这个完全不一样。
All right, a bit of a quick one, guys. In about time. We've had so many crazy back and forth series.